for the record TV. Shout out to the lady who I call First Lady T. And my bro Kenny, he the tech guy, aka the real plug. He'll set you up with a job. And my dog Bird, all the hoes call him Poppy. He got your baby mama, got the sprung off that Molly. They dumped her for her sister, but she wasn't taking it well. They used to call me Brandon, now they call me Entanglement L. Brandon L can't take no loss. I'm the $40 nation boss. When it comes to the other dude, I ain't got much to say to you. Burning hell if you did me dirty. I done made it to the age 30. Told Pez she the first lady, she gon' let you know if you're acting crazy. Third water enforcer, talk to him wrong, he'll smoke ya. And my brother Kenny Conjo, he just cashed out on the condo. Tennessee to the DMV, all the way to the H-Town. Backstabbing bastards better not ever come around. I'm spending on the squad, all I do is splurge. I'm smashing on the spot, I left her on the curb. This one going out to for the record TV. Middle finger if you did me dirty. I done made it to the age 30. She know I'm 4TR, now she getting wet. I'm throwing up the bow, yeah, represent. Disrespect the foe, I put a slug in your neck. For the record fam, let them know we got next. For the record fam, let them know we got next. Hold up, for the record fam, let them know we got next. Ballin' in the mall, all I do is splurge. Your lady gave me some bop on December 3rd, yeah. Throwing up the bow, yeah, represent. I'm throwing up the bow, yeah, represent. I'm throwing up the bow, yeah, represent. I'm throwing up the bow, yeah, represent.
Shout out to Brandon, and I got a petition to make December 3rd a national holiday in honor of our new theme song that nobody got. It's different. It's new. Get into it.
Hey, that's right, that's right. I had to do one for the team, I had to do one for the team.
All right, we in here. Okay, so where we gonna start, y'all? What we going to first?
Well, we got some breaking news. I'm gonna let Third handle the breaking news, man.
Yeah, yo, peace to everybody. Peace to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for coming out. Yeah, so we got some breaking news. Unfortunately, it's not good news. I want to give give shout out to DMX's family. As you guys may have heard, right now, DMX is currently in a critical condition in the hospital. The word on the street is that he relapsed. For those who don't know, DMX has had struggled with drug issues most of his life and his career. And like I said, he's in critical condition right now. They say he relapsed, and they say it's, pretty much that he's in a vegetative state. So it's definitely not looking too good. Definitely prayers to him and his family, and hopefully he pulls through. If not, then maybe he can finally get some rest and finally go home, get some rest, and be with the man above. But he's had a pretty harsh life. If anybody follows DMX or listens to his music and knows what he's been through, so just prayers for him and his family, and hopefully he pulls through. But like I said, if not, maybe it's just his time to go home. So shout out to DMX and his family.
Yeah, prayers up for the ex.
He a they say right now he's in a coma, and it was one of the articles said that whatever drug he was using, this happened last night. So whatever drug he was using first gave him a heart attack, and then he went into a coma, and now he has very, very minimal brain activity. So their prognosis is that this is not looking good. So, to me, this is a big deal because we're losing a lot of our people, whatever your feelings about DMX, his music, his actions, whatever, he still was somebody that a lot of people knew in the Black community. So, I mean, we losing a lot of people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Prayers up for DMX. Hope he get through this. But they saying most likely he won't. So, like I said, prayers up, man. And like Third said, he had a hard life. He had a hard life, and finally he can be free.
And at this point, he need a miracle.
Be free. Yeah. Yep. But better news, man. Topaz, you did a show with Rallo. Hey, that was a dope interview y'all did together.
Yes, we did. So we started off right because at the end it turned into free fall. So we started off talking about black people leaving the past in the past. Why are black people not able to let go of the view in of what it was supposedly like before any of us here were born? Why do we have so many people that are still sitting around wishing for those days? And my position was that it's because it's glamorized, right? We were not getting the full story. Whatever went on with the adults, we have no idea how hard it was for them, what they struggled with, what were the bright spots. We know what they told us. And so, there's the belief that you're supposed to protect your children from knowing a lot of stuff, but that comes up to a point. I think when they're old enough, when they're grown, you should sit them down and explain to them the real once they're old enough and able to handle it. But that never happened because there's this belief about kids in the black community, they should be seen and not heard. So kids don't get to ask questions, kids don't get to know everything that's going on. So we have a glamorized view of it. We see 70 and 80-year marriages, but we have no idea what the ups and downs were. And so you can't replicate that if you don't know what the ups and downs were, what was normal, how they handled it, and how they were able to stay together. That's the information we didn't get.
Yep, yep. You try to keep it professional, but what I was talking about, y'all had good chemistry together. Hey, I felt a little black love.
Oh,
I felt some black love in that interview, man.
oh,
Rallo,
oh, so that's
Topaz.
what you so
Oh,
you being but you
hey.
being nosy. That's what this
I like how you
is
try to
right
be
now.
professional with it, but nah, y'all
Oh,
got a nice connection. I felt some
see, here
black
I am
love, man. Did you
thinking
feel
that you
that
done
too,
turned
third?
the
Did you
leaf
feel
for
that third?
2021, and
Rallo,
this
hey,
what you do.
Rallo might catch a plane out there in Houston pretty soon. You never know.
You know what, Brandon? See, you need to stop acting like that because he said he was taking all three of us to Jamaica. Thank you very much. We supposed to
No, he
do
didn't
a
mean us.
stream out
He
there.
meant you. He gonna slide into you. That's what he's talking about. But
No,
anyways,
wait a minute, ain't nobody sliding into nothing. I'm on none
Hey,
mode. Did y'all not know? Hold on, Brett. See, sister, this is
hey,
why
none mode is
$40
canceled.
Nation,
That
all that Taco
none
Bell that
mode
went
is
to your
canceled.
brain because you on here doing the most, showing out yet again.
Cap,
You need to stop
cap.
acting like that.
What's up, third? What you got? What you thought about the interview, man?
it was a dope interview, but I will say it did kind of sound like he was trying to sweep Topaz off her
Yeah,
feet
Right,
sexually.
yeah.
y'all know Rollo in the chat. Like
So
Oh,
y'all
there
better
go
shout out
stop
Rollo
to
right
trying
there,
to
man.
play
Rollo,
yes,
what up,
yeah,
Rollo?
shout out
Rollo
to
done pulled
Rollo.
up. He said what
Shout
somebody
out
had
to my
So
said
nigga,
something.
man.
That's what Rollo said.
He
Hey
coming back
Rollo,
to
shout it, shout.
Babylon. He coming back.
No, whatever. Official, sit down somewhere because that's always your advice. That don't solve everything. It used to be like, I got a headache, and he be like, go and pull a
Hey,
Buick out. That ain't got nothing to do with the topic, all right?
hey, I
Y'all need
feel
to
like
stop acting
for the
like
record
that.
TV, we bringing black love in this motherfucker, man. We bringing black
We
love and
do
black youth
because of
to
me.
it.
Y'all some haters. Like all the
And
black love
Rollo and
that we feel on
Topaz,
this
they
channel is
definitely
from me.
pushing that, man. They definitely promoting and pushing it too. Hey, salute to y'all too.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah, man.
Brandon is about Taco Bell and $40, so that ain't no black love. You got to have like zero self love to go along with it. I'm
All right, don't
sorry.
be a hater now. Don't be all hating now. Speaking of
Yes, I'm hating. I
live,
am.
shout out to third.
I'm taking a page out your book today. I'm gonna be hating L today.
That's nice. That's nice. Anyways, shout out to Third Ward, man. We went live Sunday. He invited the team Sunday on this channel, man. We had a good discussion about do titles matters. That was a good show, Third.
Appreciate you. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to add more to my personal channel. I'm trying to find out, like, just what direction I want to go with it. But because a lot of times when I just be going on my channel, whether it's uploading or I go live, a lot of times it's just me coming up with random ideas and random topics. But I need to like get more structured and like organized with it. You know what I'm saying, going forward. But I appreciate you, Topaz, and everybody else that came through. Feel like I'm missing a few people, but everybody that came out.
Rashid, she came
Oh yeah,
through.
shout out to
She
she.
pulled up.
Shout out to she. She. We here. Appreciate you, bro, for coming through.
We
Everybody
here.
that came
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody that came through, man. I appreciate y'all. So
Yes, sir. And we had a discussion. She brought up something that kind of made me think about something too, because he was speaking on. He's married to a woman that had kids with a previous relationship. I don't know if she was married or something, whatever that was. But anyways, he got a woman that had kids already. So I was speaking about, like, if I was in a relationship with a single mother, I just couldn't see myself whooping somebody else's kids. And my personal opinion is you shouldn't be putting your hands on somebody else's kids. Now you want to put them in timeout or something like that, ground them or something like that. That's cool. But my personal opinion, I would not put my hands on somebody else's kids as whooping, discipline like that. How would y'all feel about if y'all was with somebody, you got kids yourselves, or you single parents, and you're dealing with somebody, would you be okay with your boyfriend or girlfriend, disciplining your kids as in whooping them?
Depending on what they did. So since I'm the one on the pen, I'm gonna go first since I got kids, right? So here's the thing: if I'm dating somebody, they're gonna understand what my values are that I'm trying to teach my kids, and they're gonna agree and feel like that's what we should teach the next generation. So otherwise, why would we be dating? I would feel like you shouldn't even be in a relationship with somebody if you don't have the same views on parenting. So one, they're already gonna be in tune in what I expect out of my children. Two, my kids already know. I tell them to respect appropriate adults. Now, if you got an adult out here acting stupid, ignore the shit out of them. If you got some questions, call me first and I'll let you know. But the adults that have been proven by me, I expect them to respect those adults because as a kid, your job is to learn. You can have questions, you can have emotions, but you still need to be respectful and it need to be understanding that you got a lot to learn. That's how I teach my kids. So if my kids are getting out of line with that, now here's the thing. I don't believe in spanking kids unless it's an absolute last resort. Okay, so if they have gotten to the point that I trust this person, right? He's been shown approved already. We're gonna skip the BS. He's been shown approved, and I trust him, right? And I leave my kids in his custody, and my kids are doing something that necessitates an ass whooping. I require him to put a foot in their ass to keep them out of harm's way, to keep them out of dumb shit, to keep them on the straight and narrow. Because otherwise, why do I have them around my kids? So it just depends. Now, there's some crazy adults out here that go too far and they do it for every single thing. That to me is bad parenting because you're not teaching anything. When you overuse spankings and stuff like that, you teach your kids to sneak. And that's all they do is they just don't get caught. They don't understand the spirit and the behind the law.
Let me flip the script for a third answer. What about if your baby father's girlfriend whooped your child, and your son or daughter called you and be like, "Mom, my dad's girlfriend whooped me." How would you feel about that? What would you say in that situation?
I'm gonna be pissed off because here's the thing. I expect the baby daddy to call me and tell me that my child got a spanking that day. Now, here's the thing. If he's dating a woman and she's been shown approved and she's a good example for my children, if she
Mhm.
spanks them, it needs to be along those same lines that I was talking about. Because I had my kids with men who understood my views on parenting. So therefore, if like my kid is the one telling me, I'm gonna have a whole issue. Is because why is my kid telling me? Why didn't you tell me?
So you'll do the same as regardless as your boyfriend, whooping your child, you'll call your baby fathers, tell them what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and here's the
Okay.
thing, like, I don't overly call them because, like the woman in their life may act like it's something, I make sure that when I'm calling them, it's something about the kids. Now we
Right.
may catch up because we can be civil finally, but it ain't nothing extra or sinister going on, at least if I'm the one he got a kid with, right? So I don't overly use that. So when I call them, I tell them what's going on. So I'm gonna give you an example real quick. My son, right? He decided when he was in kindergarten that one day he was tired of being at school and he just gonna get up and announce I'm out of here and walk smooth off campus. I'm trying to figure out where he got that from because that never crossed my mind as a kid. My daughter didn't do that. He is the first one to just feel like he is capable of doing something like that. So
Wow.
his father, like they called me, but I was at work, so I called the dad. His dad picked him up, and his dad was like, you know what? I went on and tore that ass up because I know how, but he called me and he was the one telling me, like, yeah, that's why. And I was like, no, you were supposed to, because he walking down the street and my kids ride the car. They don't walk to school. Okay. I don't, my kids were very taken care of. They didn't have the same problems as other kids. So
Right.
they rode in the car. He was not paying attention. He didn't know where he was going. He was just like, I'm out of here and I'm gonna go see my mom. I'm tired of y'all. And because he felt like he had already done the assignment and he's done for the day. So
Right.
when he said he called me and he told me he tore that ass up, I was like, yeah, because he like that's dangerous. And then two, my son, I don't know, he needs a reminder from time to time that he ain't grown yet. He be acting like he's standing up for his rights or whatever. So I call his dad and he's like, no, leave dad out of this. Nope, I'm telling. I'm snitching. Yep. And so
So
then
so
when
you,
his
you
dad
said
come
you
over
said your
there,
baby
then he want to sit down somewhere.
you said
No.
your son's father came and whooped him, or your boyfriend?
Yeah. No, the father did. The girlfriend
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have no
What?
reason to be putting her hands on him because the dad did it.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's understandable right there. I thought you were saying like, now, what about if your boyfriend came and picked him up if you had nobody else to do it and he did it? How would you feel about it?
Well, if it depends. If this is a long-term boyfriend where he's shown himself approved and he is gonna be in my kid's life, yeah. Because see, here's the thing with a
Okay,
son, he's only gonna. I don't talk down to my son, and I don't let my daughter stand over because she's older. I don't let her stand over him and talk down to him like that either. So I am gonna let the man handle it. And guess what? If I didn't have a boyfriend, I'm single. Then one of my cousins will do it.
right, family, yeah. What about you, Third? What's your thoughts about what I was asking?
I say this when it comes to the whole step children thing and step parent, especially stepfather and disciplining them. I put it to you like this: me personally, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't put my hands on somebody else's kids that ain't mine,
I'm the same way.
um, not unless I got approval from the other parents. When I say the other parent, I'm talking about both parents, both the father and the mother, and even still then even still then I still would kind of be like skeptical of it. And I kind of agree with what Topaz was saying earlier. I don't think every situation that a kid does or messes up, I don't think every situation deserves or calls for an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? I think, that should only, be, for like extreme shit. And also, after you done already talked to them like multiple times and they still don't seem to get it, then I think that's when the whole ass whooping comes into play, or, whip, belt, whatever you want to use to, whip your kid, as long as, you ain't going over the top with it. But I'm not really comfortable with the whole putting, hands on somebody else's children. Like I said, now if both of those parents give you permission, then I think you should pick and choose when to do it, and you should be careful and like sensitive about that. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't think that's something that I would really want to be engaging in like that. You know what I'm saying? And as far as my thing is this, like, you have to like I think if you're gonna take that step parent role, I think you're gonna have to not only have good communication and open communication with the mother, but I think you should have open communication with the father, especially if that father is, because contrary to popular belief, there are actually some stepfathers out there who actually have good relationships with the baby daddy or the ex-husband or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have, they could call that man up on the phone and say, hey man, I tried to say something to the kids, they not listening, they not feeling me. Hey man, I need you to come in and step in and say something. And they'd be like, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So I think really what this whole situation boils down to is people have to have better communication with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, amongst all parties. And I think if you have better communication with the mama, the dad, and then of course you being a step parent, you got to have communication not just with both of them, but probably with the kids as well. I think everything could work itself out. But yeah, if you asking me what's my take on it, like I said, I really wouldn't want to put my hands on somebody else's kids. Even if I was blessed by the parents to do so, I would really pick and choose and be sensitive to what situations I would want to engage with that in. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my take on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that. Because I remember the times when I was in a relationship with single mothers, and I just remember like just if the child do something wrong that's wrong, as far as making a mess in the kitchen, or if the mother told her or the daughter or the child, don't play no game, and while the mother at work or something, and the child doing what the mother told her not to do, I'm gonna record everything, and then when the mother come home, I'm gonna show her everything, and she's gonna discipline that child herself. I can't be with a woman that don't have control, can't govern her own children. She can't control her own children. Then I don't need to be with her, because
Right.
because I'm like this, because that child probably learned something from other family members. You don't know what she learned from the father's side of the family, or who she gonna drop off the kid to next time, what that child gonna learn from. So that's why me personally, I advise people, I'm just gonna say, like, if you're gonna be a single parent, deal with other single parents. You shouldn't deal with somebody that don't know nothing about raising kids at all, in my opinion. Because
Right.
stuff could go left. It could go left.
Right. Y'all see
And I
official
think,
coming. He say, "Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Brandon. I thought you would go ahead."
oh no, I was just gonna say real quick. I think Thurl even brought up a situation where a child dropped some water or something on the floor, and a boyfriend or something had beat the child to death. Those situations happens like that. So that's why, man, I
Oh,
can't put
it
my
was this. it was this one here in Pasadena, which is like 30 minutes west, I mean 30 minutes east of here, where the kid, I guess, left the faucet running, and so water was dripping down into the next person's apartment. And so the dude who apartment it was went around looking for who did it, and he found out it was a kid, and somehow there was like people getting shot over it. So that happened too. And I'm like, things that kids do should never be that upsetting. I personally, as a parent, feel like if I have to get in my feelings such that I put my hands on a kid, I resort to violence. Because imagine what that is, right? When you can communicate and you can express yourself, you don't feel violent. When that spirit wells up in you where you feel like you're not being heard, if that happens with a kid, like I wish I would not be able to outsmart a kid.
Let me say this real quick. I want to give a shout out to Rollo. We appreciate you for hitting the Cash App, supporting the show, always coming through, showing love. And also, I want to give a shout out to Cool Jen 87 and Mika B for sharing the stream. We appreciate y'all for always, showing love and supporting us. We appreciate it.
I like what official said. I got approval from the dad first before I ever thought of disciplining them. After I got approval from dad, I don't care what mom thinks because I'm the man. That's right. I agree with that too. Get approval from the other side. The other parent and see what they think. Especially the man, the father, because I remember a time when I was with a single mother. She had a conversation with her cousin. She was like, "I'd never let my boyfriend beat on whoop my child. I'd never let that happen." 2 months later, she started telling me, "You need a whooper." I was like, "Wait a minute, did you just tell your cousin, you whoop?" Some women, not all women, but some women will change their mind. When you get in a relationship, they start falling in love with you. Now they want you to start disciplining the kids more. It's like, didn't you just say not too long ago you don't like that, but now you switched up? So some people change. When they parent their kids, when they deal with their significant other.
Yeah, I think people be doing too much. Like especially if you have a boy child, because Mario was talking about that earlier in the chat, was like,
Father
the
figures.
boy after puberty, he's going to need the father. I mean, my son still listens to me, but I feel like it's better coming from his dad because I don't ever want to stand over my son and talk down him or do stuff like that. One, because it's just not like it's not a fun thing to do. But the biggest reason is because I don't want him to get used to women. Like, how men that are raised in a family full of women, they like kowtow whenever a woman raises their voice. I don't want to develop that conditioned response in him. I don't want him to hear a woman's voice yelling and feel like he's supposed to shrink. And here's another thing. I had to stop my mom because my mom gets extremely masculine a whole lot. Just that's what she does. And then she also believes that for every single thing you're supposed to hit children. So me and her had a big, huge falling out when I first started having my kids because I was like, look, you did what you needed to do. And when you was raising your kids, these are mine, and the father agrees. After that, and then she went around telling everybody how horrible I was, how my kid, she was wishing that my kids would act up. She was sitting down counting the seconds till they became teenagers when they was gonna show me that I don't know nothing about parenting, all because she wanted to be hitting my kids crazy. And I told her, if you can't talk to my children, then they don't need to be at your house.
That's right.
And so my thing is, I thought she was gonna be like, well, yeah, if I can't spank your kids, they don't need to come over. And I was fully prepared to handle that. But then that's when she was like, okay, I guess. Okay. Because see, if otherwise I don't really know what to tell you.
Let me ask you
you
this.
gotta that. What you said that comes from her family. Her family was like, you basically what they tell single mothers is you a hoe and you slurping for dick if you let your boyfriend hit your kids. And here's the thing: if you got a boyfriend that's crazy and then go overboard, then you need to not have that dude as a boyfriend, let alone a parental figure over your kids. That needs to not happen. But if you just gonna still be with him, then yeah, you would be retarded for doing something like that.
Even though this is it don't happen as much, but I always even fathers have to watch out who they deal with. As far as their girlfriend, who they let around their child. Even though it don't happen that much, it's very rare when you hear about the girlfriend or stepmom going overboard, being on the child. Because like the situation with the lady name, not lady, but the bitch name Cynthia Baker, she beat a little child. Her boyfriend, the father of that child, recording it, letting her do this. I'm glad right now she's doing life in prison, but situations like that happen. So
yay.
Yeah. Shout out to Torian for the update on that.
Torian be having all the information.
Right, he do, man. Shout out to him. But yeah, so fathers definitely got to know who they deal with, who they let around their child.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
here's the thing: we do have a preponderance of disrespectful teenagers, but that could all be solved because we have to make a distinction out of adults. Not you don't just because you're an older person doesn't mean that you get to just have free reign over all the children. No. If we want a good society, only certain adults can have free reign over kids. So it's some goofy ass adults that I would tell my kids don't listen to shit they got to say. And then it's some parents that, I mean, it's some adults that I don't really know much about them. So I would prefer my kids to call me if they give you a directive that you don't understand. Like, I expect my kids to know what I would say it's okay for them to do. And if they have a question, to call me and ask first. But once there's adults in my life that I've said that I agree with, and these are good examples of people, then yeah, you need to listen to them. And then let's say they have my kids doing something stupid, then I'm going to handle that. My kids ain't never got to worry about trying to fight back against an adult.
Right. Facts. But yeah, I'm glad y'all answered that because I sure was like, man, me personally, I still wouldn't do it. I mean, shout out to people who do that, but like, almost said Dusty, official said, get the approval from the father first as a man, or in the vice versa for women. Make sure you talk to the mother, see where her head is at before you even take that chance of whooping somebody else's kids. That would be the best way to
Mm-hmm.
do it. So shout out to official for that one. But
Yeah,
moving
because
on,
the
man.
two men should be
Oh,
able to
my bad.
talk. They should
Yeah,
be
yeah,
able to come to some semblance of an agreement. Like if
yep.
that's the case, then what kind of men are you picking if they can't get along?
And I'll say the same for the mothers and the girlfriend. That they
Yep,
should work
that's
out.
true too.
Yep. But moving on, man. Real quick, I want to speak about this whole Asian hate crime. What's going on with all this Asian hate crime? And should we care as Black folks? Should we care about what's going on with the Asians?
Hell no.
Why
Look,
is that
I'm
though?
gonna
Why is
say
that?
I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna agree with her because here's the thing. So I got this Newsbreak app, right? And so I tried to download it, but I can't scroll back enough to get the story. A lady here went to Chick-fil-A and they wrote China on her receipt. So she went back and caused all kind of ruckus, called the news station, called the corporate Chick-fil-A office, and all of this kind of stuff. So now if they're like, here's the thing, China's not a pejorative. It's insensitive, it's stereotyping because not all Asians are Chinese, but that's not on the same level of them writing, nigga or darkies on receipts that people were putting online a couple of years ago. So if they're able to act up like that, the Jewish people are able to act up every time they hear somebody say something they think is anti-Semitic. Why is it? My question is why is it that the Asians are getting support and we not? So no, we shouldn't care. Tell them the same thing that y'all tell Black people. Get over it. It's just a word. It was a long time ago. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I
Facts.
say, and look, I keep telling people this. I got friends of all races. I got Asian friends, white friends, Hispanic friends. You can name them the whole nine. But I would say, hell no, we shouldn't care because at the end of the day, how many times have you seen, Asian folks standing up for Black people when, we can, have hate crimes committed towards us. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we've had situations where Asians have committed hate crimes against Black folks. I'm not even talking about the situations where Black folks, or Black women, I should say, run up in these hair stores trying to, take advantage of these, of they shops and their hairs. I'm not even talking about those situations because that's more on some understandable type shit. But I'm talking about just like everybody remembers a long time ago. I think it was somewhere in California. I think somewhere in California. Remember there was that little girl that got black little girl that got shot or whatever, and by the corner store owner. I think it was a Asian woman. So I think me personally, I don't think that we should feel no kind of way because don't nobody feel no kind of way about us when we getting hate crimes committed towards us. Most people just sit and watch and don't do a damn thing. So nah, I think we should keep that same energy. And look, I hate to be like that because I'm more of a humanitarian type person, but again, we got to keep it the same energy on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Why should we care about people and what they going through? Don't nobody give a damn about what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like ain't nobody gonna come help us or come to our rescue. So why should we be trying to do the same for anybody else?
Facts. I agree with what y'all saying, but I got to say this too. Always I'm a pro innocent people. I don't like when people, harm our people, and I don't like it when we or any other people harm any other innocent people. So the Asian people that's out there getting, knocked out, getting jumped on because of their skin color or their race, that's wrong. You shouldn't go after people they ain't do nothing to you. So why you get to do something to somebody else? I'm definitely not with it. But you definitely ain't gonna see me out there marching for them. I ain't gonna do none of that. But man, I
That
know
part.
what's wrong. What you say, third?
No, I was just saying that part, bro. Yeah, that part. I agree.
Yes,
I
sir.
agree
Yes,
with
sir.
everything. I'm with you step by step, bro. I don't think an innocent person is an innocent person. I don't
Yeah.
care,
Yeah.
what color they is, what background,
Yep.
religion, whatever. If you innocent in all of the shit, and people, did you some wrong, then hey, it's wrong on either on any kind of level. But at the end of the day, like you said, I'm not gonna be out there marching for these motherfuckers when they ain't marching out there for us on our behalf. So sorry, what I'm saying. Look, it is what it is, bro.
And just like when Dylan Roof, I don't know if y'all remember Dylan Roof out there, I think it was North Carolina, South Carolina. He ran into a church, shot up all those black people in that
I think
church.
it was South Carolina. Yeah.
South Carolina, okay, yeah, yes. And he shot up all those I think it was 8 black people in that church, and that was wrong, And then it was another situation where it was a black man named Xavier. I think it was Makai Xavier. He shot up I think it was 10 cops, or all white cops. And I used to be supportive of that, when I hear that stuff. Like, yeah, we got him back. But now I'm like, nah, he probably could kill an innocent cop, white cop, whatever. A white cop that probably saved a couple black folks in the hood. Because I've seen some white cops that saved some people's lives. Just like Lil Wayne, he talked about a story how one police officer saved his life when he had shot himself because he was, he was acting like a thug in the mirror. Then he accidentally pulled the trigger when he was young, and the police officer saved his life. So situations like that, I can't support that no more because I'm all about if a person did something right, one of our people wrong, we go after that particular officer. Like this whole, George Zimmerman and Darren Wilson, the cop that killed Mike Brown. Those are people we need to go after, not innocent people. We shouldn't be taking innocent people's lives. Now, as far as this Asian crime shit, I gotta ask y'all this because I hear what y'all saying. Y'all from Houston, but Houston got to take another L. The girl
Oh
Meg the
Lord,
Stallion.
what do you do?
The
Like, do
girl
you
Meg the
scroll
Stallion. Wait,
the
wait, wait.
four corners of
Wait,
the
wait. Let
internet
me
looking
finish
for
now. No,
Houston
wait,
L's?
wait. She refused to take the L, man. But anyways, the rapper
Oh
Meg the
man.
Stallion. She decided to give the Asian community $50,000 because the shooting that happened out there in Atlanta. At the massage parlor somewhere out there. So I want y'all to check this video out real quick.
Okay, here we go. Brandon, we're going to talk about this too.
Houston native rapper Megan Thee Stallion is showing her support for the Asian community. She partnered with fashion brand Fashion Nova and activist Mary Lee to make a $50,000 donation to the Atlanta chapter of Asian Americans Advancing Justice. Megan posted on Instagram saying she's heartbroken by the deadly Atlanta spa shootings and she's standing in solidarity with all Asian Americans.
Now, real quick, I gotta ask y'all before y'all go in. I just gotta ask this real quick. Now, can we keep it real, man? If this was a black man that did something like this, damn well that black man be called a sellout, a coon, all type of stuff.
Thanks. No, I'm with you. That's and that's why I third world Colombian. Us, the Houstonians, and the true people of Houston. We now we now vote to reject Megan Thee Stallion's Houstonian past, so she's not longer Houstonian. She's now
we kicking her ass out because she's been doing the most. I don't know if this part of that MK Ultra BS. I don't know, but she's doing the most.
She now belongs to the streets of Dallas. Dallas, you can have her.
Oak Cliff. let Oak Cliff. See, that's where she at now. We exiling her ass because this don't make no damn sense.
But this is my thing though. I'm not even mad at her.
I'm with you though. Had this been, matter of fact, perfect example. Had this been somebody like, let's say, let's say this been like like a Kodak, Kodak Black or somebody, one of these, or like a Rick Ross or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like they had done this shit, man. These niggas would never hit an interview. Oh, you would sell out, like you said, you a coon, you this, you that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. You know what I'm saying? And and my thing is this: you talking about Houston got to take the L, but hey, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion supporters got to take the L. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all up there riding behind her, supporting her and shit, and she up here selling out to goddamn to Mr. Wong and shit. Like, come on, bro.
Where was the 50,000 she donated to Charlotte when them people got shot in that church? Where was the $50,000 that she donated to
Oh,
all of the different times where Black people lost out on something? But the Asian community, and here's the thing: here in Houston, we have a huge, big Asian community. If you go over there, they gonna make sure you know that you are outsider. I mean, you could go over there and buy stuff, but if they following you around the store, ain't no police coming. Ain't nobody gonna come there to help you. So she knows that here. So I don't understand why she would do this, and she didn't do this for nobody else that was Black that went through something. That
and
ain't
you
how
know
we
me,
do down here.
I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't got no problem with her doing this. It's her money. She can do whatever she want. Even though I would disagree, but I'm shocked because of all the times we've been seeing video clips of Asian people beating on Black women in the weave stores, the beauty salons and nail shop. Nail salons. So it's really shocking because I never forget a video where a Asian man had a Black chick in a headlock, like he was about to snap her neck, like because she supposedly didn't
Hmm.
pay or something. So I'm real shocked that she did this as a Black
Hey,
woman supposed to be.
this is just my take on it. I can kind of I'm thinking in my mind. I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. But I think the reason why she did this is because let's keep it real. And I got to keep it real. There's a lot of Black folks in America that we have a thing for Asian culture. When I say Asian culture, I'm talking about the food.
Hey, I
Some of
love
the
that rice, man. I love that fried
hey,
rice, man.
facts. Some of they clothes that they come up with. Bape and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Also, the video games, that they create over there. Mario and all this little stuff. The technology that they make, and then not only that, you got to think. The whole, a lot of Black folks are into anime, which, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up watching a lot of anime stuff. I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that, different little Japanese and Asian cartoons or whatnot. So, there's a lot of Black women that's into the whole Harajuku culture. And for those who don't know, it's basically when, other races of, a group of people dress up like Asian anime cartoon characters and stuff like that. There's a whole event, over in Asia and all this stuff. There's like a big event, big community of it. So I'm thinking that that's probably the reason why she did it, because I've seen her dress up in like Harajuku costumes before and stuff like that, and like I said, wear certain anime cartoon paraphernalia or whatnot. And of course, she knows that and look, I gotta be real. Asian people, you do have a big group of Asian people that are fans of hip hop. And to Topez's point, in Houston, there's a big Asian community, and I can remember when I was growing up, you have a lot of Asian kids that, like I said, they identify themselves as part of the whole hip hop culture or whatever. And these is Asians that you might see them wearing like a Bape shirt with some Nike shoes or whatever. They're big sneaker heads. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So they into the whole then a lot of Black folks into the whole comic book thing, which is something that a lot of Asians do as well. So I think she did this more or less, not necessarily for feeling bad for them. I think she did it more from a strategic standpoint of, Asian people, they gonna spend some money. If they fuck with you, they gonna spend their money, which they tend to do. So, I think that's why she did it, to try to, get a certain type of demographic of fans to, support her. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was more of a strategic financial move than it was her feeling bad or sorry for them. That's what I think.
I get all that, but at some point we got to stop always being moved and bought by money. Like my ancestors is over it, where money is can be exchanged for your whole life like this. So why is she still doing this?
Because, man, you're dealing with people that, and I get what you're saying, money shouldn't be, the motive or should make you move behind everything. But when you're dealing with industry people, industry people are only moved by, money, influence, power and fame. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that, the main factors that make the move. So, let's keep it real. Most of these so-called celebrities, they don't give a fuck about no damn ancestors or none of that shit. Now, I'm not saying you don't have celebrities that's within the industry that do give a fuck about it, but most of these people don't give a fuck about this shit. The main ones that be up there talking that Black power shit and all this, and Mother Africa and all that, man, them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that shit. That's all. They all use it as a gimmick and as a way to pull on people's heartstrings and make money and shit. Like, come on, man.
I get that there, but let me say this one last thing, Brandon. I promise, and I'm gonna shut up. I get what you're saying, Third, but for me, that's not a good enough excuse for her to do this, because here's the thing: when she doing that, then what that means is she has given up on the possibility of getting Black people to purchase her music. See, if you spend time in the community and you do things like give back, help us raise a good generation of kids that are willing to have some Black pride, then they'll start spending more money with you. The Asians already got their unity. They can buy whatever they want to. So when she's doing this to get money out of the Asian community, it means that she's foregoing something that need to be done.
Well, let me say this real quick. I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna just play devil's advocate real quick for 1 second. Now that I'm on her side, I'm just playing devil's advocate real quick.
I get it.
So let's look at it from her standpoint. We all know. My thing is this: who if you know, because I know for sure which group of people actually spends the most money on records and concerts. Which group of people? Because I could tell you, damn sure ain't Black folks. I can tell you that right now.
Because Black folks be having bills. We got time for all that.
Brandon, what'd you say?
What was the answer? Caucasians.
My point exactly. Then I would say it's every other group after this, probably Hispanics, Asians, and the only reason why I'm bringing that point up is not to down Black folks. It's just you got to look at it. These people are thinking about, like I said, once you get to a certain level that these people are at, and it's all about the dollars with them. And I'm not saying that's right or that's wrong. I'm just saying
I get it.
That's what it's
what
about.
I'm saying is she's doing that to escape responsibility. See, these rappers, these entertainers, these athletes, they all want to be like the spokesperson for Black people. Well, that need to be earned. So I know the state of the culture as it is right now. What I'm saying is this needs to be brought up so that we can talk about why it needs to change. So for me, for her to go and get, like, even if white people spend the most money on concerts and all of that kind of stuff, for you to take that money means that you're shucking your responsibility of gaining the true support of your fan base. Because it's cool when she got Black people singing her songs, talking about Hot Girl Summer and all of that. Guess what? I think she noticed that when she tried to change to schoolgirl fall, that Black people stop following her. See, that should have let her know it's time to build some after school things, for these kids so that they can be interested in schoolgirl fall. Not just, oh, well, they ain't do it, I guess I'm gonna go pander to white people. No, that should have been right there. Her cute, when she saw that the subscriber base fell off when it was time to talk about school, then that was supposed to be the trigger to her to do something for the community, because if she truly meant it about it being schoolgirl fall, then she would have made sure that the Black kids understood and followed in that footstep. But see, her degree is less talked about. What's talked about is WAP and her shaking her ass in Willy Wonka's studio for a good 4 minutes.
And you know what? I hate to say this. I see where you're coming from with this, Topaz, and I don't necessarily disagree. But what I will say is, and that's the main reason why I believe, or I'm not really I'm not upset about, her doing all of this or whatever, because let's keep it real. Do we want Megan Thee Stallion or Cardi B? Do we want them to be supposed to be the representation of what Black empowerment or Black progression is supposed to be? Like, I'm sorry, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I know I don't. I get it, they Black, but well, at least Megan is, not Cardi. But at the same time, my thing is, I don't want them to be, and that's the problem. I feel like the people that they make in the face of Black empowerment or Black progression is the people that, we don't necessarily need representing us, because these are people that's going to put a negative light and, on us. So I think, we need to put more, people that's not so out there, that's not like us doing shit for shock jock value and all that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, when you look at Megan Thee Stallion, all you think about is, her talking about niggas ain't shitting her twerking. Like, what is upstanding and what is so pro-Black about Megan Thee Stallion? Like, I don't see nothing, that her represents, being pro-Black or for Black people. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, it doesn't need to be her. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be somebody else that, that's more respectable and that's more, that's not so in tune with mainstream society. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel. So.
Hey, I posted something in the chat. I don't know if y'all remember the situation that happened in Oklahoma. It was an Asian cop supposedly sexually assaulted 13 black women. This is my thing. Like I said, everybody's experience is different with certain people. You know, official said in Cali, Asian people real cool. They cool with blacks. Hey, I salute that. So if official got a lot of money and he donated to those people, I ain't got a problem. I ain't gonna call them cool, no sellout. But I just know my people. They gonna do stuff like that. But if the sisters that went through something with that Asian cop and said I don't fuck with them Asians, fuck them. Hey, I'm cool with that too. You know, her experience is different from everybody. So you know, that's how I look at it with Meg. Maybe she's got, you know, cool relationship. Well, some people say this is a press, you know, this is a thing to boost her, you know, stardom, you know, make people start liking her because, you know, this is all about the whole, you know, Tory Lanez making her look like a good woman to make, you know, get him locked up, whatever. So it could be that, or she probably do have a good relationship with Asians. I don't know. But like I said, I ain't got a problem with it because
I
people
want to
experience. My bad, go ahead.
no, just say I want to respond to a comment in the chat by official says there ain't no one respectable third. If you talking mainstream media, then I would have to agree with you. But I think there are some people that are respectable, and that is about black empowerment and black people progressing. But these aren't, like I said, these aren't people that are on the mainstream radar like that. These are people that are probably more underground, if anything, and don't have a biggest following as some of these other people. So I think, you know, we need to be investing our time and our focus in, you know, our interest in these individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because for them, it's not about money. It's not about fame and attention. It's actually about, you know, the progression. There's no really agenda behind it. So I think those are the people that we need to be promoting, not people that say, oh, I'm pro black this and I'm pro black that, but you see them doing all these things contrary to being pro black, or, you know, or quote unquote, you know, for the black race. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we need to do. But that's probably my take on it, to be honest with you.
And I just don't like also how the media try to portray Asians as all innocent. Like I just don't like that. Like I did a video where Asian women was coming out saying we are nice, we are kind, and all this stuff, but they don't call out the Asian women that do, you know, fuck shit like killing their own kids and, you know, beating on their kids. Like I had posted a video where an Asian woman had beat a child to death. You know, they don't show they just want to show these Asians like they all innocent. And with this Asian
Or
cop,
the
what he
Asian
did to
lady
the
that was going off on the subway.
right,
She
that's what
was
I'm
like
saying. And
cussing out
you know,
some dude.
like if I'm you know me, like I call up my people for doing fuck shit, I'm gonna call y'all out for what y'all do. So I definitely don't like how the media is trying to push this whole agenda like Asians are innocent. Hell no, man. Nope, not on my watch.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know if y'all subbed the Brandon channel, but every story that came out about Asians acted up lately, he been on it.
Oh, I've been doing that from day one. I talk about everybody. You know, I get on my people because I care more about, you know, us, but I'm definitely gonna call out the stuff, you know, other people, non-blacks do too. But yeah, so yeah, I definitely agree with what a lot of you guys are saying. And shout out to Darfalo. He said something in the chat. He was like, you know, why would she give them all that money knowing that black women supported the weave stores and, you know, Asians made a whole lot of money off of us. Not just black women, us too, you know, black men. Because I love the Rice House. I love it, you know, I can't say the Chinaman. I think that's racist.
Hey,
But
also
those
now
the
that she made
Yeah,
that,
you cannot
now
say
that she made
that.
that, now that she made that heavy contribution to the Asian community, hopefully she get all the free weave she want
all the
to for,
weed,
I was
all the
thinking
yakking,
yeah,
that. I
man,
man.
was thinking
Yeah.
that when y'all
for
said it. I was like, I wonder if
All
for
the
quite a while.
eyelashes, all that, man.
Yeah, man, she better not have to pay for nail weave,
She
nail
fat now pay
eyelash,
for 2 years.
no mayonnaise, no patties for quite a while. So I say that
I wonder
also.
was she
Hey,
in the
good one.
nail shop or was she getting her hair done when she sent that donation? Because I was like, are they standing there over her shoulder? Like, if you do it, we got you. Like, but no, watch, no.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to official. You say I'm eating rice right now, man. Yeah, that's that sweet and sour sauce, man. Hey,
Actually, you know what's funny, bro? I actually got that at the house right now for lunch. I got me
look
some
at you.
Chinese. I
Hey,
can't even
hey, third. We
rice.
coons, man. We sellouts,
Hey,
man. It is what it is.
that
Yeah,
chicken fried
y'all sell
rice.
out.
Hey, but now
Our
let me say that.
ancestors didn't die for this.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say that I want to give a shout out to Darflo. Appreciate you for supporting the show and hitting the cash out. We definitely appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, on a better note, like I said, I'm not with the whole being no Asian, innocent Asian people that don't do nothing to nobody. Like it was a situation where a man beat up a 65-year-old Asian woman. And you know, it's crazy. You know, another thing about, you know, black women love to say we don't protect them. Now, one Asian man stepped up to help that 65-year-old Asian woman. You know, a lot of these
Yeah.
women do get beat on from other coaches, but they don't be out here saying we need our men to protect us. Hell no, they gonna watch and probably call the police too. So stop all this. Black women are unprotected. They women unprotected too. All these women, some of them, you know, the ones that
Yeah,
don't have
man.
a man.
Brandon Petty, he put the title of that video when he posted. He was like, "See, Asian, why ain't Asian men stepping in?" Like,
Nope.
okay,
There was a big old black dude beating on that Asian. You know, that was wrong. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, where the Asian men? Why they ain't stepping up to help this woman? They just sat back and watched. So, hey, I'm tired of that bullshit. I got to debunk that. But yeah. But
look
anyways, like I
from
was saying, I'm not with the, innocent, being on innocent Asian people. I'm not with that at all. That's wrong.
right, and I get that, and there are some that do take up for us, right? Like I gotta say, they've been polite to me, but overall, as a whole, in their culture, they look down on people being black. There's a word
Mm-hmm.
for it when there's a kid that's mixed with Asian and black, and it's a derogatory word, but I can't remember it right now, and I wish I could because I used to know. But anyway, the point is, like overall, as a culture, they need to make more of a statement of inclusion for me. I get it. I would never say to hurt any innocent Asian, any of our allied Asians. I would never
Anybody
say that.
or
But what I am
anybody.
saying is overall they need a statement of inclusion because that's what they asking us for. They're asking black people to give a statement of inclusion for
Nope.
like
Nope.
overall for the
Nope.
whole culture.
Nope. Nope. Hey, get your own people. Like they tell us, y'all
Right.
do it yourselves.
Right.
I ain't got to care about y'all situation, just like y'all don't got to care about mine. I'm not saying that at all. But hey, like I said, we work together when we come to rice, get our rice, or when our women get the weaves. So hey, it's all about money. That's all it is. That's the only relationship we got with them. Other than that, I ain't for the march
Listen,
for y'all. Y'all got it.
Bronze Dip is giving y'all some good. If leave that MSG alone. That's what's clogging up our arteries. That is a conspiracy from the Asian culture to kill our people off so that they can be the model minority. Y'all need to put that MSG down somewhere. It's not good for you. Your body can't use that. We need black men in tip-top shape. So put down the chicken wings, the fried rice. Why do rice need to be fried?
Oh, are
You
you
know,
you sound racist. You sound
Now, let me
racist,
say
I
Cote.
know it. I listen.
let me say this. There's a difference
I'm a
between.
Are we
black
eating dog? Are
supremacist.
we eating dog meat? Is that what you're trying to say? We eating dog meat, man?
Nah, let me say this. There's a
Yes,
difference
yes,
when
y'all
I
eat
go out and
dog
get
meat, horse meat, bats, snakes.
when
You
I
don't even
go out
know
and
what
get
you don't know what they done put on the grill back there. They
when I
damn
go
they
out
ain't
and
gonna
get
let y'all back there to find out.
when
They
I go
sure
out and
ain't.
get when I go out and get some Chinese food, some any kind of Asian food, I go to like a more upscale kind of place. Like I spend a little bread, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go to the little janky little place, you know what I'm saying, in the alleyway that like Bronze was saying is more MSG than anything and shit like that. So if you're gonna eat, some Asian food, make sure, it's a good quality, you know what I'm saying? Don't be going to no back alleyway spot, you know what I'm saying, where you don't know what they gonna give you. Like Brandon said, you don't know if you eating dog or chicken, you know what I'm saying? So hey, that's what I would say.
Facts, bro, facts. But man, hey, good discussion, y'all. But we're gonna move on to sports talk with my brother Third, man. What you got for sports, man?
Okay, so I really ain't got nothing for football right now. It's off season right now, so nothing really going on. But some trades and stuff, but nothing really major been going on. But I will talk about so as of right now, today you have the NCAA men's basketball tournament March Madness. You got the Final Four. We down to the Final Four teams right now, and there's the four teams that are left. Is you have number 1 seed Baylor. You got number 2 seed University of Houston. Shout out to my hometown, H-Town. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know we
My
were going to make
alma
it this
mater.
far. I didn't know we was going to make it this far. So shout out to Houston. And then you got number 1 seed Gonzaga, which is, I think, if it's up there in Seattle, Washington. And then you have UCLA. Right now, currently, you have the Baylor Bears playing against the Houston Cougars, and unfortunately, right now Baylor is beating Houston. I'm checking the score right now. Right now, Baylor is winning 38-17, but we still got one more half left, so maybe we can come back and win it. And then you got number 1 Gonzaga plays number 11 seed UCLA tonight at 8:34 p.m. And let me say this: my team in college basketball is the North Carolina Tar Heels. Unfortunately, we lost early on in the tournament, so I was kind of upset about that. But I'm gonna go for Houston just because that's my hometown. And for those who don't know, the University of Houston, and Topaz can tell you this for a fact, the University of Houston is actually smack dead in the middle of my neighborhood or in my hood, which is
Yep.
Third Ward, which is on the south side of Houston.
77004.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? That's the zip code. But yeah, so as a matter of fact, my hood got two universities in it. You got University of Houston on one side, and then you got Texas Southern University on the other side, which is a HBCU college or whatever. But yeah, and as a matter
I
of
was
fact,
done with you niggas after high school. I went on and went to the PWI because I could see
yeah,
all y'all niggas at the party on the weekends.
yeah.
I'm
You know what's
tired of y'all.
funny?
12 years of you niggas. I was over it.
You know what's funny? I actually, everybody know. I tell everybody I grew up in my grandmother's house, over there in Third Ward on the south side, and like literally I could walk to University of Houston from my granny's house, and actually I used to go up there all the time. After school, I would go up there to the basketball court and play pickup games with some of the college kids up there. And this is where I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So you can go up there, play pickup games. You could, you know what I'm saying? I would go on campus, you know what I'm saying? Just do different stuff, go to, I knew people that went there. I would go to the parties and different stuff, that they would have on campus or off campus that was by the university. So shout out to University of Houston, and Houston alumni. So, but yeah, so hopefully, like I said, we can come back. If not, hey, at least one other Texas team will be in there, which is Baylor. Both Baylor and Houston in the state of Texas. Baylor's in this little small town outside of Houston called Waco. So, hey, either way, one Texas team will get in there, and then we'll see who win tonight between Gonzaga and UCLA. What's going on?
Okay, so listen, do you ever see Rice in any of the sports stuff? Are they good at anything? Because I
Rice?
never see them.
No, right. The only for those who don't know, Rice University is another university in Houston. However, it's more of like a private institution. It's like a private institution more than anything. And the only sport that I know of for sure that they tend to be good at or really good at is baseball. That's like the only sport I know that they're good at. Football, they're not really all that good at football and basketball.
They're good at lacrosse.
Well, they're good at football. They're just not a Division I team. They're good for a Division II team. So
Okay.
ain't no Matt Stafford's not going there. He went to Georgia.
All right.
Hey, what's going on, Twin? What's going on, Twin?
How you doing, bro? No, I wanted to jump on real quick, and I want to talk about these Asians, man, because like I'm from California, so I grew up with Asians my entire life. Like literally, you go to my old neighborhood, you got the niggas over here, you got the Asians. It's really more Asians than Mexicans, really, where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, and I'm talking about the hood Asians, the Hmongs, the Cambodians, the Laotians. Ain't no uppity Japanese, ain't no uppity ass Chinese or Koreans. We got the hood niggas where I'm from, right? Now, if you know these niggas the way I do, man, like they bring you in their house. You know what I'm saying? They date your daughters. They date your sons. They really a part of the neighborhood, really more so than like. Don't get me wrong, I'm half Mexicans and I love y'all Mexicans, but nigga, the Asians was kind of more. At least we fuck with the Asians. That's just what we do. So it's like in my city, the people I know, if some shit like that was happening to some Asians, man, they get. And really, in California, you don't want no problem with no Asians anyway, because they getting P90s and shit. Like, we got AKs and ARs. These things got P90s. They bring in shit.
Y'all fighting off the trios out there?
Nah. Them is the uppity one. We talking about the hood ones. The hood ones, they bang blood and crip.
Oh wow! Look, official, did you come up here to biracial explain? Because I said what I said. No, I'm just kidding. I get your point of view because you was raised with them, so that's way different. I'm talking about what I see down here, and for Meg to be from here and have, I know she's been over there because some things you just got to get from Chinatown. Go ahead, official.
Oh no, I would just say, because I ain't gonna stay up long. I just wanted to jump up and say that, like, I know it's probably some Asians somewhere that's with the fuck shit. I don't know them Asians. Them uppity motherfuckers, they stay their ass in Frisco. They don't come to where I'm at. The Asians that I fuck with, the hood ones, the Hmongs, the Laotians, nigga, they invite you in for some sticky rice, the whole shit. Damn near everybody I know got black kids and black, they make families with black people. So it's like, if I see anything happening, I'll come to the Asians' defense before I come to the Mexicans' defense, and I'm Mexican.
So, Asians always told me to hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy.
Nah. That's on TV out here.
Makes sense. If we get those are the ones that can go. I'm glad you made that distinction because that's what I'm talking about up here. Everybody can't come to the cookout. Y'all selling out for sticky rice. Put some honey and some white rice on your own and sit down somewhere.
No, we talking about the Asians where I'm from, they bang blood, they bang crip, you know what I'm saying? They fucking smoke weed, they have black kids, They fuck with brothers in the hood. They keep some smoke on them. Like you can actually get your like you fuck around, get in tight with some Asians, you Gucci. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on and say that, man, because people got problems with Asians. I ain't fucking with that, man. You know, and I'm pretty sure it's not the same ones y'all got, because what you telling me, them sound like the uppity ones where y'all at. But like, you know what I'm saying?
And then
I fuck with the Asians.
Robbie put the name in here earlier, what they call like black mixed kids that are black and Asian. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. Now what you're describing, Official, I completely understand. You know, I'm not expecting you to go against some people that you grew up with and you understand and you've had instances where they have been inclusive. Those Asians can stay, but the ones that's uppity and feel like they're better than us and they want to look down on us and call us lazy, them the Asians, I feel like, hey, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with what they doing to y'all. Now y'all understand what we up against.
Man, I ain't never seen none of them Asians. Then the Asians that go to like UCLA and they end up working at fucking Google or some shit. We don't know them Asians. The Asians I know, they like chukka-cha. They want to smoke some weed. They ain't talking that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All that. We're going to be doctors when we grow up. And, you know, I have a tiger mom and she's going to escort me to all of my soccer. We don't got Asians. Asians we got here, they let their kids run outside in diapers with dirty feet.
That's what you like, Official. You like kids outside with no shoes on. This is a thing for you.
Hey, it make me feel at home with them.
Well, you got it, Brandon. You got it.
No, I was gonna say you got some pushback down there. Feminism, weave, and single mother said you selling up for the sticky rice. Stop the Asian hate.
Look, if y'all don't put some honey on your own white rice and sit down.
That's cool.
And she's saying,
wait, Twin. Do you mean to tell me that there are actually such thing as Asian pookies?
Yeah, what you, bro?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
No. Listen, bro. Where I'm from, bro, they got Asian Bloods and Asian Crips, and they only fight other Asians. The Asian Bloods don't care about the Black Bloods or the Black Crips. They don't care.
That's not even including the Asian gangs. They got their own gangs outside of the Bloods and Crips. They're not even including them neither.
I don't know about them. Them is the uppity ones. Them is like triads and shit. Them is the rich nigga. I'm talking about poor Asians.
Hey, rich or not, they still some pookies though. They
only care about each other. Like, or for example, it's so tough with the Asian people when they funk with each other. They don't even like they can't even go to the temple because they Buddhists. They can't even go to the temple because it's funk season at the temple. Like, don't nobody look. I'm gonna tell you something. Like, don't nobody want no problems with no Asians.
Like, look, Asians, why they can't just shoot you and be done with it? They got to like string you up and let you bleed out to death and shit while everybody watching and smacking you with spitballs and shit. Like, it's always something extra torturous.
Because I gotta shut this. Yeah, man, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, I understand there's some people that's fucking it up for everybody, and I hope they get what's coming to them. I truly hope they get what's coming to them because they with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just hurting people who ain't never did. Now, look, you know, you put your hands on somebody's mama and drag them by their nails about the nail shot. Okay, get on them, but like, you know, don't get on people who just, you know, they got the little rice house or they got a little net. Like, these are just regular people living regular life, man.
Hey, I will march for Rice House now. I will march for that now. Don't shut them down, man. Don't you cancel Rice House?
Like, look, bro, I know Asians that actually have barbershops and they cut mostly black hair. My nigga K right now, bro, he got a black barbershop, bro. It's not, he ain't black.
Have a black barber, all black barber only.
No, he good though. Else, bro, he's good. I let him cut my hair. That's what I'm telling you.
Hey, I can't do it. I gotta keep a black barber, man.
So this is all about you. You need to start thinking about all of us as a whole. This ain't just for you, Official. So they cut your hair and give you some sticky rice, and now we all got to accept. See, y'all need to stop bringing people to the cookout. We need a little bit more than some clippers and some fried rice. Look, we gonna require a little more around here.
Official right there behind Megan Thee Stallion probably donate like 10 grand or something to the Asian community. Hey, salute, man. Ain't no man.
Well, I'll say this: the Asians that I fuck with, I actually speak on our behalf. The Asians I fuck with, black people cool at the cookout.
Yeah, I can respect that, man.
Some sticky rice.
Hey,
they
twin,
fucking with us.
My twin Official say he trying to level up on the big booty rich ling ling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, do your thing.
No, Official, you're not. Now we have already claimed you All right, you finna be with black people. Now you just sit down. We let you in this cookout. Now you gonna start trying to like hold the door open for everybody else. Sit down.
That's right. Yep. Well, I
Okay,
guess
let's welcome Mario to the panel.
what's that, Mario?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, peace.
Yes.
Nah, man, I'm just enjoying the conversation, man. I fuck with official, man. I'm from LA. I'm from the 60s, man. Slauson.
Oh, you got gangbangers up here. Oh,
R.I.P. to Mill. R.I.P. to Mill.
Nah,
Well,
man.
they
he
tripping
did
up here,
say I
man.
would be safe, so I guess so.
I'm a reformed gangbanger, man. But Topaz on Third Ward, for the record, channel. I love the channel, man. Again, I'm in the space, but I really don't want to expand too far from your channel. I love the conversations, man, because these are conversations that need to be had. I'm just loving this shit, man. And official, I didn't know you were from the same part I'm from, homie. I didn't know that. It made me
Oh
feel
yeah,
good
man.
being
I'm
on the
from up
channel,
north
man.
though.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm from
from
up north
NorCal?
though.
What part?
Yeah,
What part?
NorCal. I ain't trying to dox
Are
myself,
you
but
from
I ain't far.
you
I
from
done already got
Sacramento?
doxxed, man. There's some people running around here with my kid's name on their profile. I already been doxxed.
Wow.
Wow,
Damn.
that's just crazy.
That's sad, man. That's
I
sad.
didn't
How the
even
hell
know.
That's
did
some
they
fuck shit.
even get that though? Is my question. How do they get your kids'
I
names?
didn't even know that. I didn't know that. What part of
Because
I
I
mean,
NorCal
it
don't
you
be
remember
like
from?
that
you
sometime.
saying your kid's name
Thing.
on a panel, so that means they had to search for that. That's fucked up.
That's sick.
Hey,
That's sick, man.
put your email or
I mean, it
something.
be like that sometimes. You know how it is. I got people out here watching the nigga and shit. I'm probably gonna be doxxed soon, but it's
Hey,
all
shit, cause
good.
my name is Comedy. I don't know if y'all niggas into the NFL like that, but there's another NFL player named Mario Williams. He's a defensive end for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, he used to play. I know who Mario Williams
Yeah,
is. He
yeah.
used to play for us. Yeah.
But my name is Mario Williams. But my
Mm-hmm.
father's last name, his stepfather Williams. My father's biological last name is Addison, so that's what my name says, Addison. So shit, man. I was in the Marine Corps for 12 years. I dare a nigga to try to find some goddamn information on me. Good luck with that. I
Hey,
tune
if
into
you
that.
want to, bro. Hey, if you
I'll
want,
tune into that.
hey, if you want to, Mario, put your email or something in the private chat, and you and the fish could chop it up in the back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes and whatnot.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
Nah, man, I just love the channel, man. I really do. I'm on Topaz channel. I'm on y'all channel. I like this channel so far, man. And I always tell people, man, as far as so-called black people is concerned, in whatever number of people in the chat right now, all I can say is if those people in the chat just donate to the content, that's enough, man, for everybody to eat. Small channels are the best channel. Small channels are the best channel, man. And when you start getting when you start getting people donating to big channels, man, a lot of them people are compromised. So I love this
what?
shit.
Facts.
And Mario, give me 1 second because see, I ain't want to toot our own horn, but I think we had like 288 subs. And yes, I'm gonna leave the sub count on that because I want y'all to know that we still in here anyway, no matter what. Even if we ain't got no thousands of subs, it's the content that matters. So, with last time I played this, we was at like 240 something. Right now we at 288 because people been coming through showing love, subbing to the channel. So I want y'all to sit back and listen to this.
Well, we're moving on now to the side.
By the
All right.
Hell
Hey,
no. Nah,
hey.
you all should toot your, excuse me for a second. Y'all guys should toot your own horn. I always said, and I live by this premise, 300, like the movie 300. If y'all can get 300 people that support y'all word and back y'all word, that should be sufficient enough for y'all. Because if y'all putting out game for everybody to benefit from, these people should support their interests.
No, facts. And hey, I'll say this, we definitely we working hard, you know what I'm saying? We staying consistent, you know what I'm saying? We show love to all our subscribers, all our supporters, you know what I'm saying? We support them back in return just like how they support us. And I'll say this, to anybody that's listening out there, hey, put us on to, some of your friends, maybe some of your family members. Hey, I tell people all the time, this channel, this is a family channel, you know what I'm saying? We talk about some, adult stuff over here, but as far as, we have a family vibe over here, we're not about no drama, no mess. You know what I'm saying? Now, every now and then I'm not gonna lie, we do, get involved in a little fuckery every time to time, here and there. But for the most part, we keep it clean and, we keep it, you know what I'm saying? We keep it respectable, you know what I'm saying? And, you could come over here, whether your opinion differs from ours or not, you can come over here and you could be respected, be heard. You ain't got to be cussed out or, belittled to talk down to just because you got a difference of opinion. So, hey, if that's kind of channel that y'all won't come over here and come fuck with us.
Hey, Third Ward, I can respect that. Y'all ever heard of that white lady that was a teacher who came up with the concept of the blue-eye, brown-eye test? Jane Elliott?
Yeah.
Okay. Third Ward, with your comment, I'm going to relate with your comment to what you just to Jane Elliott. I actually respect what you're saying, man. And what I'm saying is the fact that I like the fact that Jane Elliott understands the fact that she was brought up in a racist system and she overcame that. But she still realizes the fact that she was brought up in a racist system. So even though she overcame it, she understands she's going to have still tendencies. She's still going to have tendencies that override that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me say this real quick before we let Mr. Research get up in here. I want to give a shout out to dang man, he dropped off. Mr. Research, come on back if you can. I was just gonna bring it hand it over to you, but I want to give a shout out to Official. We appreciate you for coming through real quick. He said he had to go, but we appreciate you for coming through. Also, I want to give a shout out to my brother Kenny Conjo for supporting the show, hitting the cash app. We appreciate it, bro. Also, I want to give a shout out to Feminism Weave and Single Mothers. We appreciate you for coming through, showing love and supporting the show by hitting the cash app. And hopefully, we'll see you over here more often. Don't be a stranger. But yeah, we appreciate everybody, man, that's coming through, showing love, supporting the show. But yeah, like I was saying,
we're gonna finish up with sports talk. Finish with sports talk.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, my bad. So so like I said, you got the Final Four going on right now. Like I said, Houston pretty much getting beat us halftime right now. So it's 45-20. Baylor's up. Then later on tonight, you got UCLA and Gonzaga playing at 8:34 p.m. So now we're going to go to the NBA. Pretty much it's still regular season, so I'm not going to really go over all the games and the scores because we'll be here all day. But I will say this. Every week we do a NBA Player of the Week where, I watch different games and I pick one of the players that, I feel like deserves an NBA Player of the Week or Sports Player of the Week, and then we show it to you here when we do our show when we go live. So, Topaz, can you show the crowd what who's the NBA Player of the Week this week is?
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Zion Williamson for the New Orleans Pelicans. He got the Player of the Week for this sports talk segment for the Record TV.
They understand how to play. Good pass. Zion finds
nice pass by Zion.
Those threes are different. Whether you collapse the defense first and then
kick
it to a
fantastic little
guy
brother.
as opposed to one or two
Hey, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Y'all ain't shit.
Get out of here.
Nice hesitation. Leaves it for Zion.
Zion coming back with the up and under layup.
All the way on the other side of the floor and cut. Zion's got Marjanovic giving him space, but it's going to be
nice pass by Zion.
See, and that's the thing. Like, if you feed Zion and slide away, it becomes stress-free basketball. Now the pick.
Zion going strong to the hole like a man. Got it.
I guess not for him.
Mm-hmm.
No, not for him.
Yeah, you can't stop him. He's too big, too slow, too strong.
As Zion tries
back to the hole again.
A little flip. Kept alive.
Got it. Got a rebound. Got to put back up in there.
Where do you go to get an easy bucket? Zion's
back to the hole again. You can't stop him.
Yeah, Kleba moonwalking again. And I like this play because you see Steven ducking in on the weak side.
Yeah, for a big guy, man, he's really fast and he's really agile and athletic. So
doesn't want to leave Brandon Ingram and never gave him an
opportunity. You can't stay in front of him.
Zion up against
back to the hole again. Bucket.
Scoop, there it is. Very solid.
He plays center position. Feminism. He plays center position.
It'll be Zion.
But he's probably the most athletic center I've seen in quite a while.
Great cause. And hopefully everybody comes out. As Bledsoe gets the first points of the second half of the Pels. Good D. Steven Adams takes it away. Poked it to Nikhil. Make him pay. Steven Adams trying to.
Zion for the dunk.
Goes to Zion for the hammer.
Good pass by Steve. See, Steven doing a great job of getting in the passing lane and Nikhil pushing it, and Steven doing a good job of running and then avoiding that charge.
Zion running the floor for the open dunk.
So we're halfway through.
Yeah, he moves like a point guard. He's a center, but he's athletic and he moves like a point guard. That's what makes him so dangerous.
Keep him in front and then contest.
Zion on the crossover, getting there. He'll get the finish.
Got him.
Zion puts
with the left hand. He can go with either hand.
Now Marjanovic is not there to protect the rim. It'll be Nikhil.
Nice pass. Splash.
5-point lead. That was too easy. Now backing off.
Let's go back to the hole.
And space.
Can you stop him? Nah, you can't stop him.
That's good patience.
7th on Dallas, 6 for the Pels. Clean game that way. Now Zion.
Are you going to let me go back to the hole again? Got him.
Get out of his way. Again, this is old school basketball.
Zion on the run with the floor spaced. Good decision. Nikhil.
Nice pass.
Got it! Zion on the spin right
Get off me. Can't hold me. Bucket. And one.
So you put Dorian Finney-Smith.
Look at the spin move.
Smith on him. You put Maxi Cleaver
with the left hand.
Boban on him.
Off the glass.
Hey, keep throwing guys at him.
Yeah, this dude here, man. This dude's something else. He's athletic for his size. Nice pass on the wing.
Zion on the offensive board.
Puts it back up.
107-100. Don't go too early.
Right.
Nah, he is a center though, feminism. He's just an athletic center. But he is a center though.
Got it. 10-point lead. 64 seconds remain.
What I'm thinking is they can come down, they can get this shot off.
Okay. He's not a big center though, feminism.
Give it to Zion. And if they don't,
nice
if they foul him.
There you go. So that's the sports player, NBA player of the week. Shout out to Zion Williamson. And yes, he is a center. He's not the biggest center as far as height wise, but he's a pretty big, swole dude, and he's very athletic. He actually has the skills of a guard. He could pass like a point guard. That's what makes him dangerous. But he is when he gets down into the paint, you can't really stop him. He's too athletically good. He can spin. He has nice spin moves, and he has a soft touch with either hand. He can go to the hole with either hand. My only thing that I think he needs to improve on is his defense and his mid-range shooting. I think if he can improve his mid-range shooting and his defense, I think he'll be an unstoppable player. But shout out to Zion Williamson, though. I mean, the dude is only like 21, 22, so I think he still has plenty of time left to grow and to add more to his game. But that's a sports talk, man, for the week.
Oh no, I got some too, third. But real quick before I get into what I was going to bring up, you remember Sean Bradley?
Oh yeah, I remember Sean Bradley. Dude used to play. I think he played for the Mavericks back in the day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. About 2 weeks ago, I heard he got into a bad accident and he's now paralyzed now.
Oh man, I didn't even hear about that, man. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah,
the reason why he played in Space. Did he play in Space Jam?
Yeah, he played in the original Space Jam. The reason why I remember him, I can't remember who, but I can't remember which player, but there was some NBA player back in the day who posterized, dunked it on. I can't remember if it was Tracy McGrady. Somebody like really just dunked on him and yammed on him. You know
was it Vince Carter? Was it Vince Carter?
Yeah, it was Vince Carter. That's who it was.
Yeah,
Vince
I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah,
Vince Carter just cocked it back and just yammed on him. You know what I'm saying? And made him look really bad. But yeah, I do remember him in Space Jam, and then I do remember him playing for the Dallas Mavericks. He was the center.
The Dallas Mavericks, yeah he was hella tall.
Yeah, he was a center. I think he was like 7 foot tall.
Hold on, y'all. Look, we got requests. Okay, so look, golf. Kenny was talking about boxing, the PGA Tour. What about bowling? I'm sure there is.
Hold on, feminism. You know damn well niggas don't watch.
Hey, only if Tiger Woods playing. Only for Tiger Woods.
Tiger playing.
If it ain't Tiger Woods or tennis too, Serena Williams and Venus, I ain't watching it, man.
Man, come on, y'all need to stop acting like that. We need to get into all the sports. We don't take over everything.
Golf, though. Yeah, we do though. We do.
Hey, we straight nigga-fied over here. You know what I'm
saying?
We
straight nigga-fied.
Y'all so look. No, we need to talk to the people about golf because I feel like we need to show up and take that over. Tiger Woods can't do it by himself.
Hey, shout out to Kenny. He brought into the.
We need to take over hockey, all that.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny. He used to always bring up boxing, and he said it's going to be a fight probably in works. Roy Jones Jr. versus Oscar De La Hoya. So that's coming in the work too.
Now, I know both of those names, so that should be.
Hey, I got my money.
The reason why
I hope it happens. I got
My
my
bad.
money
Go
on
ahead,
Oscar
third.
De La Hoya. I'm sorry, but when I seen Roy Jones fight Tyson,
Yeah, I
that
got
last
Oscar too.
even though it looked like it was staged, Roy didn't look like he barely was in decent shape to make the fight. So I got my money on Oscar, bro. Sorry to say that,
But you
but
know
yeah.
what? I got to be fair though. I might have to go with Roy because Oscar got caught putting on dresses, and he was doing some training stuff behind closed doors. You hear about that, third?
And you know what, bro? I ain't gonna even speak on that, bro. That's some whole other bullshit right there.
You're
Hey,
not gonna
his whole
speak
career
on
went
it with
downhill after
Brandon.
that. After Shawty put that on blast, she put him on blast, man. She was like, "This nigga be wearing dresses, trying to be a trainer." Damn. What you
Wait,
say,
Brandon, so
Topaz?
you ready, Brandon?
Oh yeah, okay. Real quick, third. So yeah, speaking of trainings, man, that's a good segue. I even think about it, Topaz. But no,
I did.
third. See, I'm used to ex NFL players. When they get around each other, they talk about all the coke they done did, all the bitches they done smashed on. That's the type of talk I like to hear. Why they drinking Budweiser or something. But man, these new
He was
new
spitting
ex
and
former
scratching.
NFL players, NBA players, this is what they talking about now. Go ahead, T. Run this clip, man.
All right. Here we go.
So, Boosie, all the people who got something to say, Jay Boogie who just came out, all the people got something to say about my kids. I thank you because you're allowing the conversation to keep going forward. Because you know
He better
what?
chill
You
before
might not
Boosie
have the
slap
answer
the shit
today.
out his
I
ass.
don't have all the answers, but we're growing from all these conversations. So I thank everybody for even hating and starting those conversations because those conversations are starting other conversations that we need to have and that's happening out there. So I don't hate it.
I'm gonna say this, bro. Hey, you're a real life G, D-Wade, bro.
Because that could have been a whole nother damn 30 minutes about what you just said.
Just on the journey from finding out from Zaya saying, Dad, this is who I am, to seeing D-Wade on talk shows, D-Wade being a champion.
Niggas got that wine glass and stuff, man.
Daughter,
Oh man.
right?
This
But
shiny
for
ass
anybody
red
who
jacket.
looks at Zaya and
What
says,
is
you
that,
know what?
satin?
That's what I hope to have.
Growing up in the city of Chicago, in the hood, you're told that boys do this. Boys play football, boys play basketball, boys play baseball, boys date girls, whatever the case may be. You're told this is what you do, right? So I'm no
Niggas got
different.
their legs
I'm
crossed.
raised that way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching
I
Abuse.
say all the things that
Hey,
everyone
he
is
real
saying. I'm not
comfortable
sitting
with
up
it,
here
too.
like I have never done or said anything, right, when it comes against the opposite sex. Because I was ignorant.
Man, this shit is pitiful, bro. This is supposed to be black
When it hit
masculinity,
my
bro.
doorstep,
This is
at
what
3
black
years old,
masculinity is
like I
supposed to
said,
look
when me and
like.
my
Get the
wife
fuck
looked at
out
each
of here,
other,
man.
right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I tried to put on
I didn't
whatever
hear
my sisters
that.
wear, when all my sisters did, I
Yeah.
tried to do those things.
Yeah, that's
So
what
at
I'm
first
saying,
I
Brandon.
said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did.
I did that.
And then it kept going further and further. And then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if? And at that moment, everything that I was taught
This
went
nigga
out
got
the
an
window
earring?
because now I'm a parent.
Fair
And
use.
my sole job.
Oh,
and
it's
my sole
scrolling. It's scrolling at the
responsibility
bottom.
is to make sure that this kid grow up knowing that it's supported and is loved. You move it forward.
Yeah, and so doing
It's not
Look
even
at him.
moving forward, bro. Like, I got tears in my eyes right now, and I hate that I'm the one,
I just feel like you can't have tears in your eyes and cross your legs at the same time.
thing, and I got tears in my eyes because I'm thinking
Shut
about,
up,
like,
T. Shut
the
up.
reality is you're part of the
Look, no,
1%.
Yes.
Man,
No,
what
like,
kind of
like,
what kind of
because we
peanut butter
think
and
about,
jelly ass shit
throwing
is
the
this,
ball
bro?
with our boys and doing those things. And so,
Hey, you can shut up right there. That's enough. That's enough, moisture.
1%
That's
of
enough.
All
being
right,
able to
look.
Yeah,
And so
please, bro.
how
That
come the
shit.
title?
Wait, Topaz. I gotta hear third. Man, me and Topaz. I hit her up in the back. Said I want to see get Third's reaction to this, man. What's your thoughts on this,
And
bro?
let me say this, and Brandon
Man,
titled it Sports Talk LOL. So I knew it was about to
look.
be some BS.
Let me say this, man. And I've said this before. Look, whatever people want to do with their life, whatever orientation people want to choose to be a part of, that's their business. I ain't got no issue with it. But to try to sit up here and act like this is what black masculinity is supposed to be or look like, or to try to, and my thing is this, bro, at the end of the day, if you grown, you could do what you want to do. I'm not really even tripping on the whole D-Wade thing. My thing is, bro, you got a son. Like, how the hell you let your son tell you what the hell he is when this little nigga is still a kid, number one? Why is he even thinking about, sexuality? Like, at that age, bro, I wasn't thinking about no sexuality. I was thinking about just being a kid having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, we got to stop this shit, letting these little kids talking about, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Like, how the fuck you know what you don't even know who the hell you are. You know what I'm saying? Outside of your fan, like you don't know what the hell you are. So how the hell you know like what the hell, like what the fuck do you know about sexuality? You know what I'm saying? To me, this shit pisses me off, bro. And it's like, you know, D Wade is basically feeding into this shit and condoning this shit, you know what I'm saying, by, you know, feeding in. I mean, come on, dude. We've seen him dye his hair like Kool-Aid red and fucking cupcake pink and all this little bullshit. Then, you know, the story that was out there that he let Gabby take his son. And yes, I said his son, not his fucking daughter, his fucking son. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still a boy. There ain't no goddamn girl. That's a boy.
Boys, Damien, you're boys.
Yeah, that's a fucking boy.
Baby.
I refuse to call that boy by no female name. That's a damn boy at the end of the day. But anyway, you know, she took the damn son to a damn alternative lifestyle parade, which to me, if you grown and you go in there doing what you do, okay, do that. That's your business. You grown, you can do what the fuck you want to do. But as a kid, hell no. What the hell you doing taking a kid to some sick, perverted, grown shit like that? And if that had been me and she took my kid there, first of all, me and her would be done. Second of all, she'll get her ass
Done
cussed the fuck out.
expeditiously. Exactly, man. We
Get her
done.
ass cussed the fuck out. And I'll expose her ass. I'll be like, what the hell? I'll be like, how the hell would you feel if I took one of your kids, if you had a kid, you know what I'm saying? If I took one of your kids to something that was supposed to be for grown folks and that was on some perverted type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, really, I blame D Wade though, man, because you the father and you allowing them, you allowing, your son to do what he want to do and tell you what the hell he is, and you allowing, your wife to do all of this bullshit and you not even checking the shit. So, hey, man, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm just sick and disgusted, bro, with D Wade. And I respect D Wade, the player. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit up here and say he's not a top player. He wouldn't, when he was in his prime, he wasn't doing his thing. I'm not gonna ever take that away from the man. But I'm disgusted with him as a person. You know what I'm saying? As a father.
What's your thoughts on the reaction of the other athletes? First of all, who is those athletes? Do you know their names? Do you know any of them?
Yeah, that was Ryan Clark. He used to play for the Steelers. He was a football player for. And then the other guy, this dude named Brandon Marshall. And I mean, look,
which one of them had the gloss on his lips and had his leg crossed? The little one with the dreads.
That's Brandon Marshall. That's Brandon Marshall.
What was his position?
He was a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yeah, that's not all right. I'm not gonna make no jokes. I'm gonna just move on.
Anyway, look, for all I know, I'm not sure if they really felt like that or they was just, trying to be politically correct
for the camera. Yeah.
But either way, I'm just like, really, bro.
I don't give a damn. At some point, like certain things, if my job asks me to do, I'm gonna just walk out. I'm gonna walk away from
something like that. You think I gotta sympathize with this nigga? Hell no, man. Your son on some weird shit, man. He ain't gonna be with my son playing basketball. Hell no.
I can tell you right now, he wouldn't be playing with my kids. I ain't gonna be able to. And then listen, that's for his own benefit because my kids are extremely blunt. My son will be the one to be like, "Hey, why you in a dress though? You do know that's for girls." Like my son is not going. He is the kid that just hollers out shit, whether he gonna get a whooping or not. He don't care. He just gonna say the shit and take the consequences. So my kids are too blunt for that bullshit. They not gonna be able to do that.
Topaz don't take L's for black women. I'm gonna take this L. Me and Third, we hold this L, man. Black men, we looked weak on that one, man. Oh man, we looked terrible on that one. I mean, niggas got their legs crossed.
Nah, bro. That nigga look weak, bro. I'm not holding that L with that nigga. Fuck that.
Come on, Third, we gotta be real, man. You saw like, man, I'm used to hearing, LT, remember what's his name? Lawrence Taylor talk about doing, like I said, doing dope. Fucking on bitches back in the days, man. Like, them the type of stories I want to hear from my ex-NFL players. I don't condone that. I'm not saying I want them to do that, but I'm just saying stuff like this. I'm not used to our athletes sounding like this. They supposed to be talking about other stuff, not this, man. This was weird. This is like I was watching The View. I might as well watch The View. But Whoopi Goldberg and them. Shit, this was some girly talk. Well, I see we got a guest up
Brandon titled it LOL. He knew what this was finna cause. He did this shit on purpose. And I gotta say, I'm actually here for
Well,
it.
I gotta say this, Topaz. Y'all did say y'all want men to be in their feminine side, so this
No,
what y'all get.
no,
This what y'all
y'all.
wanted.
First of
Y'all
all,
want us to
no,
be in touch with our
so now
feminine
you want to
side
be
and all
fucking
this.
no,
He been
because
questionable
no.
for a
First of
Fuck
all,
while.
why
that.
are your pronouns plural? Ain't no y'all. They said that shit. I don't want
I
niggas to
mean,
act
you
like
said it
this.
too,
I
man.
don't.
Hey, a couple
Nah,
episodes
you
ago,
ain't
y'all
never
said
heard
y'all
me
need to
say
be a
nothing
little,
like that.
be
Stop all
nicer
that.
to women.
Nope.
Y'all need to be nicer. Nah, man. You either get the masculine,
No, I don't
toxic
want no
masculine.
feminine man.
You don't want to.
Exactly. And
Okay,
that's
that's
why
right.
the
Hey,
That's
FBA
hey,
right.
got
son,
us back to the panel. Ain't
hey,
nobody
real
said
quick.
that, Brandon. No, hell no.
Hey, real quick before we pass the mic over to FBA Goddess, appreciate you coming through. I wanted to say I gotta give a shout out to because this is what this situation remind me of. But I gotta give a shout out to my nigga She. We here. He has this little thing that he do. He said that when men get to being on some feminine, emotional shit, he always make that little Prince. Remember Prince said that I can't remember what song where Prince was like that. That's his little thing. So shout out to Chief. That's exactly what I thought about when I'm watching this damn interview with D Wade and all them other athletes. But you got an FBA Goddess.
D Wade been questionable for a while, so I mean, I wasn't surprised with him saying anything that was far left because that's just been him. So
Yeah,
that's
if
what
you
I've
watch
been.
him walk after the interviews, he walk real tight. Like I don't know. It's
With a fucking twist.
And
yeah.
he always wore tight pants. And now he's dyeing his hair and he's acting like it's because he's trying to show that he's back in his son, daughter's son. But anyway,
Son, it's a boy. That's a goddamn
okay.
boy.
And I didn't want nobody to try to say that I'm trying to be whatever. But anyway, he too young to be that way. Let me just say that. Shouldn't be
Yep.
pushing that. But when he painting his nails and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, he is living his life through his son.
Right.
So he want to
That's
be
true.
his son, but he don't want to come out like that.
That's a
But
good
so
point.
he's
Yep.
trying to
That's a
put
good
his
point.
son. He living his life through his son.
Yeah, because you ain't got to paint your own nails.
Hey, he
Your
did
son
say.
can be
Wait,
who he want to be. What that got to do with you painting your nails,
he
sitting
did
there
say he put on
getting
heels.
pretty
I ain't
fied?
never put on no heel when I was little. I don't know where the hell he got that from. A third? Have you?
Uh-uh.
You go, the hell no, man. Shit, I don't know where he got that from.
Nah.
I have no clue. But
Yeah.
I'm like, when they're that young, I don't think you should be backing stuff like that. Especially, I was listening and heard that there are people who parents have let them get sex changes when they were young. And then when they got older, they decided, hey, this is not for me, and want to go back to what they originally were. And one of them was a guy and he had breasts. So, and they've been taking those hormones and testosterone and all that, and they've messed their body up.
Facts.
And let me say this. As a mental health therapist, right? See, the reason why I'm against letting kids decide they gender when they're like younger than 10 years old is because that is the age where they want to hang out with the same gender. That's who they bond with. That's who they have the most in common with. And that's when parents teach them to stay away from the other gender so that nobody gets pregnant just on some curiosity shit. So therefore those kids, all they know is that they like hanging out with the same gender. They don't have no idea about sex unless somebody has awakened them before their time. So for kids younger than 10, it be less about sex and gender and identity and all of that. All they know is what they like doing. So then what happens if as they get older that they give it a shot and then they realize that they not, gay or lesbian or whatever. Wait until they get to the point where they can start telling you what they're attracted to and why. Then we can start talking about like who they want to date. But I still
Yeah.
am against transgender surgery because here's the thing. If you are born one gender and you're attracted to the same gender, just be that. I don't understand why I don't
That's
approve of
confusing.
like extra pills and formulas and vaccines and all that extra in your body. I don't want all of that. If you got to do all of that, it's not natural. Don't do all of that because it fucks up your DNA, it fucks up your genetics, it fucks up your physical body. It just does a lot of bad stuff to your
And
brain. It does too much. Just
But when
live
they
Another.
your
call
life
themselves
in the body
female,
that you're in,
yeah.
and then you can identify, you can be attracted to whatever. I don't want surgeries. I don't want the pills and the hormones and shit. None of that. It's just way too extra.
And what people
But
don't want to bring up is
when
also with
men
the
say, when
trans
you
people
have
is that
some
they
men
are
that
they
say
self
that,
haters too. They hate themselves.
Yeah, because that's part of it. Because they feel like they were born in the wrong body.
Hold on. Let FBA got to go through. I think she was trying to say something. You got it.
oh, I was saying, you know how some transgendered men and they call themselves women, and they say that they get mad at black women because they say that we, you know, pick at them and we want to be them and they look better than us and all this and that, and they say that we are women. But honey, even if you change your sex, your chromosomes don't change, sir, in man. They stay the same. So if you can't change that, then you are who you are.
Exactly.
I definitely agree. I've even heard now, just to the point to where a lot of these transgender people, they coming out and even I guess alternative men, that they getting real disrespectful with women and dissing them, calling them stuff like bleeders and stuff. I don't know if y'all heard of that, but
Yep, I heard that shit.
yeah. So and then you
Yeah.
even got some that put their hands on women, and because they part of the alternative community, they get certain privileges and protections that heterosexual man wouldn't. So you got to be careful, man. I'm not saying that every person that's a part of that lifestyle is a bad person or whatever, but just be careful because they know that they have certain privileges or whatnot, and they
That
can get
hate
away with
crime.
certain things, and they're going to push the envelope and test the limit as much as they can. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. My thing is this, in this space we hear a lot of women complaining about, and yeah, I'm finna go there. Talking about the whole colorism thing and this, that, and the third. But my thing is this: to me, there's no worse self hatred than when you don't even want to be yourself. You don't even want to be what you were born. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the lengths of changing yourself, changing your DNA makeup and your physical makeup and what the Most High made you into, just because you feel like you should have been something else. To me, that's the biggest and most detrimental form of self-hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's worse than the whole skin bleaching thing and everything, because you literally are trying to defy the Most High and trying to play like you're him and you're the creator, because you're trying to change everything about yourself. I mean, to these people that get all these hormones inject, like to me, there has to be some kind of mental disorder associated with all this stuff, because when you really go through that shit just to do it, they say most of the people that do it, they want to do it at first, but then years later on down the line, they realize that they shouldn't have done it, and they feel embarrassed, or they feel ashamed for doing it, and it's just it's just something that I feel like I mean, granted, everybody ain't born how they want to look or whatever, but at the end of the day, you have to make peace with who you are and all that kind of stuff. Not to say that you can't improve yourself, but to where you want to like literally change your physical makeup and DNA because you don't want to be you. Like, to me, I don't see how that's not the biggest form of self-hatred.
Right. Some things you just don't get to change. Some stuff you just got to live with. And that's like the hand you were dealt. Okay. You can't always solve everything with a surgery. Sorry. Just no. Just no, no, no.
First of all, you need to change that name. I didn't know you had it up there.
It took
But
you
no,
long enough. I forgot I did it.
but no, I was gonna say, first of all, why do Prince get a pass for all? Like, that man was suspect as hell. I don't know how black
Oh,
That
folks
get out of
man
here,
was
Brady.
sleeping
let
with
Get
him
out of
get
women.
in,
Y'all gonna
wearing
stop all this.
heels,
Look,
wearing
You know, he was
bottomless
gay
pants, man. How the hell y'all let Prince get away with this? Just y'all
for
because
him
generation
y'all
does
know
it.
having
that
his
he was
ass
gay.
out didn't mean
I
that he
don't
thought
think
that
he
it
was
should be
gay.
a vagina there. Like,
I don't
that's
think
way
that he
different,
was gay.
Brandon.
See, light skinned dudes get a pass, but if it was a
I
dark
don't
skinned
think he
dude,
was
oh,
gay
he get
though.
all
Hey,
type of names.
shout out to Sheet again. There.
There will be no Prince slander on this channel. That is a black man, a
See
musical
what I mean?
genius. And if
Y'all
he want to
protecting
wear
those
lace
people, man.
and have his
See,
ass cheeks out, that's on him. They ain't
hey,
got
the
nothing to do
R&B I
with who he
listen
sleep
to,
with at night,
hey,
Brandon. You need to stop this.
His butt
I
cheeks
listen to
was out
Barry
and he
White.
was still
They're my
safe.
type of dudes to listen to.
Wait a minute, but okay, so do you listen to Luther?
Hell
Oh,
no, talking about some, I
get
want
out
to
of there.
dance
Get
with
out of
my
there.
father again.
Hey,
Hell
hey,
no, I ain't
hey,
listening to that
hey,
bullshit.
speaking
Whoever
of
get your one
Dallas
want to
G,
dance with my
And
daddy, man, get your
he
booty
had
ass
his
out of here
ass
too.
cheeks
Rest in
covered in
peace,
his
though.
pants, but he was still gay. So that's way different, Brent. We're not gonna do this to
Listen,
Prince
when
today.
Luther made that song "Dance with My Father," I said, "Yep, it's a wrap." That dude was like that. He was LGBT all the way. What you say, third?
I was just about to say, speaking of the
That
devil,
was a
she,
pretty
hey,
song.
she, I was just over here doing your signature trademark there, the little Prince shit, bro. Because we talking about Prince right now, but
Look,
now,
y'all, hey, the Prince Defense Forces in the building. They talking about some. He had the
Yes,
baddest
it is.
women. I
And
don't care
y'all
about that
stop
shit. He
acting like
still
that.
was
Y'all
Rudy.
stop being this person.
hey,
Brandon
Brandon,
is
no,
a
but
whole hater.
hey, Brandon,
Blouses versus shirts.
Brandon, now you got,
He can wear blouses.
hey,
He's
now you
still
got your
sleeping with
boy.
women. That's not
Hey,
the
Brandon, now
same,
you got your
Brandon.
boy. Brandon, now you got your boy. Your boy, your Tennessee nigga, Lil Nas X and shit. He looking like he trying to be
Oh
the
my
next
God.
president.
Oh no, man, that's Georgia.
Oh
Don't
my
play. They
God.
ain't got nothing to do with Tennessee. That's Georgia.
Oh my gosh. Why
That
these
nigga
folks
Hold
there.
up.
gotta
I'm
act
gonna look
like
it up.
that?
I hope they say he came straight out of Memphis. Because if he is, I'm
Man,
gonna clown. Hold
all
on one
right,
second.
enough of this old self-haters. Them
OMG.
No,
self-hating people
no,
out.
no. Wait a minute.
Honey, when he
Enough
said
of all
that,
this.
that,
Hey,
that
we gonna go to the next topic.
uh,
Yep.
yeah.
It,
that's who by that.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
that's Lithia Springs, Georgia. All right.
Yep. That's right. That's right. But anyway, we're gonna go to this next topic. First of all, can y'all explain what is a white boy summer? What the hell? What is that? Is that a new movement going on?
That's when all
A
the
white boy summer is
that's
Not
when
one in which everybody is praising and finding white men to sleep with, date, and or show off to their friends, as
does
defined by
that
Merriam
include
Webster.
Topaz,
does
you
that
presented the
everyone,
include
I
clip.
didn't know.
does that include top notch chads or bottom shelf brads?
It includes all of them, as the term says, white boy summer, not specifically a subtype of white boy summer. Here is the clip. Go, give me 1 second.
Well, I'm not part of that summer because I don't do that.
Oh,
No.
but hold on, he got a whole list.
White people? No, I don't do white
I
men.
just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man,
Fair use.
that this summer is it's about to be a white boy summer. You know, take it how you want. I'm not talking about like Trump, NASCAR type white. I'm talking about, me, John B, Jack Harlow type white boy summer. You know what I mean? Let me know if you guys can vibe with that and
Bye-bye.
get ready, because I am. Hey guys.
Okay, so listen. First of all, the way his facial expression at the end of that was "I am," like his eyes bucked up. I feel like that's a little crazy. Okay, I feel like it's a little weird. I want him to not. So I don't know about this whole devoting a whole summer to white boys. I don't know who told him this. I
But
don't know what his
Topaz, do me a
feeling
favor,
They
came from.
want
Topaz,
some. They
Topaz,
want some.
Topaz, do me a favor. Can you read a couple of those comments
Yeah,
if you can
here
see
we
them?
go. So look, B Pretty Stack says he fine AF. And Chi
What?
La says he is fine
These
though. I
black women,
want
by the
one.
way, these are
Why
queens.
not?
Look, shut up, Brent. You don't know because I didn't click on the picture. Look, it's I still hear him talking in a Jamaican accent. Yeah, because he does a whole lot of skits where he's speaking Jamaican patois. Look, Dan Root, this dude, the hopping dude, is in there, like with the dancing and then like, oh well. And it's 133 people to reply to this. Let's see what else. He's cute, and I normally date black guys, so yeah. So she on. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
she
Oh
ready to
no,
take that
sorry.
pink pill. She ready to take that pink pill now.
Ew.
Hold
Shut
on,
up.
hold on,
You
Brandon.
make me
This
throw
a
up.
black man that said this.
What what he say?
So black
Wait,
women
wait.
gotta take an L for that one.
What he say? Wait. Who? What he say?
Bobby Lights. He's cute, and I normally date black guys, so yeah. So that's a black king right there saying that yeah, it's
Oh
about to
no,
be a vanilla.
No, Bobby
the
Light is a white
LGBT
guy.
blacks, we don't claim them. We talking about
Bobby
heterosexual
Light is
black
a
men
white
only.
guy. You know, Bobby Light is a white guy.
Yeah, look, okay, so then he says, this I am Nessa Ray says, well, sweetie, if they look like you, let's see, John B in his own category. Let's see. Oh, this one, Money in the Bank with all these S's says, judging by the examples he listed, he's clearly talking about entertaining black women. So hold on, because he did a follow-up on
What?
his page. Let me see if I can
Hey
get to
guys.
his page from here. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, because he did a follow-up where he was talking about, yeah, have you known me? So, I mean, he literally does this. This is what he does. Where did
Okay.
it go?
I want to know who falling for that.
This one.
Ugh.
What's up, loved ones? Wow, white boy summer going up. It's fantastic. I love to see it. Thanks for making that a thing. They've been asking me, Chet, if it's going to be a white boy summer, does that make it a black queen summer for you? And I said, do you know me? Because if you did, that's all year round. Respectfully. But yeah, if you want to know more about the white boy summer, hit the link in my bio and register for Actors Advantage, my acting community I'm dropping.
See, now he in this instance, yeah, I'm talking about entertaining black women. Why? Because black women will click the link and buy whatever the hell he's selling, because he said click the link in his bio and then it's something about joining Actors Advantage or whatever. So that was a money grab for him. Mario back on the panel, but let me read some of these. Look at this. Blessed Sagittarius one. Fine AF. Opulence 215. Yo, white boy dope for real and fine. He said what he said by Ejac City Girl 40. What else? Ivory King. Look at this.
We can't take everybody with us.
Yeah, look. See?
She said we can't take everybody.
So, like, that's the point.
Well, he found himself a real black woman. I guess he got into a domestic situation where I guess the sister had stabbed him in the eye or something with a knife. He had did a video. I ain't gonna show that here. I wasn't gonna show it, but I said I think YouTube probably might knock it down.
Yeah, him
anyway,
and his girlfriend got into it.
Oh,
yeah,
so he got faced with the real stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and he got stabbed. I guess she said he said that she stole some money from him, to pay her rent. And I'm like this, shout out to Third Ward. He always says this, you can't buy love. You can't buy love. And, he's a rich man because his father is Tom Hanks, the legendary actor Tom Hanks. I don't know if anybody know him. But, he's going through situations with women too. And he's a wealthy man, a wealthy young man. So, these guys that got all this money, they still going through situations with their women. And the Quavo situation where he's on the elevator and I guess they fighting over a bag or something, and that they broke up now. But shout out to Third, like I said, he was right. These dudes be trying to buy love. It's like, man, if you wasn't getting bad women back in the days when you was broke, don't expect because you got money now that these women love you.
Nah, they love your wallet, and you need to accept that if that's part of what you offering. If you
mean, because like
if he didn't have a bag, they wouldn't even be looking at that white boy.
Facts. And I say this at the end of the day, look, I'm not trying to, down brothers who successful, got money, got things going for themselves. Of course, as a man, as a man, you want to be, as a man, you want to be successful and you want to, you want to have things, you want to have money, you want to be able to do stuff. Hold on real quick, Mario, hold on real quick. Mario, hold on 1 second. Hold on. As like I said, as a man, you want to be successful in your own right. You want to be able to financially do things for yourself and others or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be able to have nice things or whatever. But at the same time, those things shouldn't define who you are as a man. And two, like Brandon was saying, a woman will fuck with you when you got all those things, but if she's not initially attracted to who you are up front as a man, it's only so long, before she goes to the guy that she really wants and is attracted to, you know what I'm saying? Because you hear stories all the time about these rich guys, these rich husbands who, they wife be, screwing around on them with broke niggas who or maybe are attractive or niggas who, they just physically attracted to, but they don't have what the husband has. You know what I'm saying? You hear stories about the wife screwing the damn pool boy or the gardener or the valet driver at their favorite restaurant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit happens all the time. So, if you're going to be the guy with money, just make sure that, the women fuck with you too, just off of you, not necessarily just because what you could offer her or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, I agree with to a certain extent. I was going to also add on to this Third. I get that too. When you want the woman that's attracted to you, but it's like this. I don't want a woman that's only thinking about having sex with me too. If that's the number one thing she wants, because I'll tell you this, man. There's situations where I'm satisfying her, she satisfies me, but we get married. That's the only thing we got going on that's keeping this love going. What about we get into a freak accident? I want to present this videos to the people. I want them to check this out. You know, this is a former NBA player, and he had a freak accident. You know, he's a big dude. You know, he got the body that women like. You know, tall, dark skinned dude. And I want y'all to check this out, man.
Okay.
And again, it's the running Suns. Here's Kidd over to Rogers. Got the layup.
When you talk about Rodney Rogers making the game easy, he was kind of your bodyguard. Which, when you look at him, he does look like a bodyguard.
We call him Debo.
This is the right video, sir.
Fridays.
Brandon.
Debo was a tough guy.
Yeah.
Come in, take everybody.
Okay.
You know, if you had gold chain, you snatch it off. You know, so that was like Rodney Rogers.
Weber trying to push away, goes inside. Rogers comes around to block the shot.
I bring a little mean streak.
Rodney would punish you, but deep down, he's just really, really nice guy and a great teammate.
Off to Rogers, he's going to drive it in for a wham, bam, slam. Wow.
I want y'all to see what happened to him when he was doing a bike ride with his friends.
Award is a six-man of the year. You know, it's an honor to be able to win a six-man award in this league because you have so many guys from different teams that can, you know, win the award that does the same things for their teams. And, you know, I'm just glad that I won it.
We've been through it a million times, you know, and coming through there like we always do, we always, you know, try to kind of compete a little bit and stuff like that. When Rodney came around that corner, he hit that bump down there, and when he landed all the way up here.
You know, I done fell 1,000 times, man, you know, riding them dirt bikes and stuff. When my buddies came up and asked me what's all right, I said, man, I done messed up. They were like, what you talking about? I said, man, I done broke my neck because I couldn't move. And I just laid there, you know, so till the ambulance came.
The doctor came in and assessed him, and when they assessed him, he said that he broke C3, C4, and his spinal cord was bent.
That beautiful young lady was his girlfriend at the time, but now they got married in 2010, and she's still with him to this day. You know, and like I said, you know, I'm cool with, you know, everybody being attractive. You know, we like each other. I like how she looked, but it's like situations like this. Are you still gonna be by that person's side? Are you still gonna have that person's back if you go through something like this? So, you know, even though
but see, Brandon, I would say for her to stick with that man through all of that, she had to be somewhat attracted to him. I'm not even just talking to him, talking physically. I'm talking about she had to be attracted to him as a person. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's right. What I mean. I don't necessarily, when I say attracted to you, I don't necessarily just mean your physical. That's part of it, but that's a small part of it. I'm talking about being attracted to who you are, period. Your physical, you as a person, what you stand on, what you stand for, you know, your morals, your value. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, does she like being around your energy, your vibe, that type of thing? You know what I'm saying? So that all goes to what I was saying. I don't necessarily just mean the physical aspect of it. Because I know a lot of times that's what we get caught up on is the physical aspect of things.
Oh, very true. I'm glad you cleared that up because that's exactly what I'm saying. I want a woman, you know, like me for my personality, you know, we have good chemistry. You know, don't just make this a sex thing because sex, that's not love, that's lust. You're lusting over me. And like, this might be anecdotal. I brought up my homeboy who's paralyzed now. You know, he was getting the baddest chicks in the world. The baddest chicks in St. Louis, man. Women coming up to him, but when he got shot, all the women left. I used to be like, we saw a girl, matter of fact, yesterday they used to mess with. I was like, the old girl, man, she loves you, dog. She loves you. He said, nah, man, she didn't love me. She was in lust. That's all it was. She was just stuck on me. Maybe we could say it's the wrong reason, you know. So, you know, you want to watch out what type of people you think in love with you, and then you get involved with them, and then when you get into an accident, they just disappear. They go ghost on you. And I'm not just going to say this about a woman thing because, you know, men, like what's that sister name? Dee Barnes. You know, she had Alzheimer's or something. She wasn't you know, in the right mind state, and the man moved in a white chick, you know, started dealing with her.
You talking about B. Smith.
B. Smith, excuse me. Yeah, her. Yeah. She
B. Barnes. You just gonna pick a name.
I'm thinking about Dr. Dre's girl, ex-girl. But anyways, yeah, they kind of look alike. But now, yeah, so she was going through what she was going through. He gonna move in another woman. That was wrong as hell for him to do it as a husband. I would never do that to my wife. You know, we gonna be here till one of us die. Then I'm gonna move on respectfully. I ain't gonna do nothing like that. Rather, what's she going through? So, what's y'all thoughts on that?
I agree. Because here's the thing, like Primetime said, if she only wants you for sex, then once you can't do that, you no longer matter. So a lot of men think it's cute to say, oh, well, yeah, she just coming over giving me the D or whatever. But what you should feel, like I tell men all the time, have more respect for your penis. You should feel like you don't get to have this if you don't like the person that it's attached to. Because then when I need somebody, I spend all of my time cheating on women who would have been there for me with your goofy ass. And so now they not there for me because they got a reason to, and now you not there for me because you was never gonna be there. So to me, I think that that's just not very smart. But what y'all think?
You go ahead, FBA Goddess. You got something on it?
Hold on one second. I was doing something else. You can go past me. I'm sorry.
All right, Mario, you got something on it, bro?
Hey, what's going on, Third Ward? I want to backtrack for a quick second, man. Get my little troll on. As far as black women and transgenders are concerned, with the availability of prime black men to be suitable mates, I want to say black women need to be in a war with gay black men and transgenders. Look, man, if y'all were on the street in the front line right now going into a full-fledged war, I sure hope y'all win, because Third War Colombian, Bitcoin L, we don't want to be the prize if they win. We sure hope y'all win, because to the victor go the spoils. Topaz. I ain't got no sense. I know I ain't got no sense, man.
Hold
I
on,
was
Mario,
holding
but
that
if they
shit.
beat me, they beat me. They stronger, they more
Man, fuck
understanding
that.
of what
Hey,
y'all go
no,
through
fuck
as men.
no.
Like
The hell
they might
no.
pull it out. You
Hell,
know what I'm saying? No, because I
Topaz.
don't know, because I don't know what men
Topaz.
want according to men, right?
Hey,
I'm
Topaz. Hey,
bitter, I'm angry, I'm in the way. So they won.
hey,
You know what I'm
love.
saying? I gotta accept
Hey,
that, and now you
hey,
gotta
love.
accept
Hey,
that.
Topaz. Hey, Topaz and FBA Goddess. We ain't gonna accept shit. Me and the other two brothers on the
Well,
panel.
you fight them
If
because I
y'all
damn sure
don't
ain't. I'm not
win,
gonna fight with
if
them niggas, so
y'all
y'all
don't
fight them.
win it, if y'all don't win this war, we gonna kill ourselves.
Why
I'm
not
lying.
just fight them and tell them that
We
they
gonna
I'm
lost
kill
lying.
anyway? Why not
ourselves.
just fight on
We
our
gonna kill
side?
ourselves.
Like you ain't
So
gotta die. God damn, y'all so extra.
yeah, we extra because we ain't try. Look, we like pussy. We ain't trying to fuck with no dudes. Trans. I know I'm fucked up for thinking
Natural
that
WAP
shit.
Listen,
only.
I'm gonna
Natural
sit over here in
born
my
WAP.
Natural
femininity and
walk.
recognize that I can't fight a man. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know,
I'm
like
fucked up,
y'all need
man.
to handle that.
I'm fucked up for thinking that shit. I know that shit, but man, look, man, I'm sorry, man. I know the brothers on the panel, the two brothers on the panel, they think like I think the way they do. And that it's
Yeah,
just funny.
yeah.
I was thinking about that shit the way y'all said when the girls were talking on the panel, man. I was thinking about that shit. I was like, God damn, if we sitting back on the sidelines and there was a war, full-fledged war going on until the victor go to spoils, I'm like, man, god damn, what if these goddamn transgenders win?
Look, they gonna
Like, bro,
show up. They gonna show up in a muscle tees. They're like, we won, nigga.
I already got that. Look, hey, Third Ward and Bitcoin there. I already got the noose in the backyard for y'all, bro.
Look, Primetime say he
I
jumping
got the
off the
double barrel
bridge. Garthlow
shotgun.
I'm
going with
I
I'm
don't need it. I got the
jump.
double barrel shotgun.
I'm jumping.
But
I'm jumping.
I was gonna
Oh,
say, hey Mario, let me ask you this though. To the topic, like, do you think you could buy love, and do you think sex could get you love?
Do you think I can buy love? Nah,
Yeah,
man.
can you
I don't
buy
think
love?
you can buy that. Nah, I don't think you can do that, man.
What about sex?
Well, if sex is good, it can only go so far.
Right.
My thing is what happens outside of the bedroom.
You
That
could
can
buy
this
you could
sex is
buy
a good
sex, but
part
you
of
can't buy love. And even if
that.
you buy
Exactly, man.
and even if you
I
buy sex, would you rather want sex that you have to buy where the woman is giving it to you out of obligation and out of her feeling like it's a duty because you paid her, or
exact
would you rather
it's
give you sex because she really wants you like that? Like to me, it's two
exactly
different
Third
feelings.
Ward.
It ain't the same.
I Hey, Third Ward. I've always said this to my little homies. I've always said this to them, man. I'd rather a woman like me more than I like her, because I know when it's time for sex, she wants it more so than me.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
I won't abuse, and in me as a man, as a God-fearing man, I won't abuse that power as long as I know she loves and respects me as a man more than I love her. I can never be in love with a woman, but I can love her as Christ loved the church. I'll leave it at
Mm.
that.
What you ladies got to say about that?
I mean, like here's the thing. I was always raised to make sure that the man loves you more than you love him
I knew that was coming.
because the man gets to choose where he wants to be. That man gets to choose whether he wants more than one woman. So therefore, if he loves you, then that way you ain't got to worry about whether he want to stay there, whether he's going to leave you, that kind of stuff. But if you like him more, you can pretty much rest assured that there's going to be somebody else out there that he want to add to the mix.
Exactly.
A male. I look Topaz. Look, I gotta give you some pushback on that. As a
Okay.
man, I will say that I understand where you're coming from, but what I will tell women, black women, in particular, is what type of man are you choosing to love? I always ask that question because all men are not created equal. So me as a man, if I'm and you are giving that same respect to a man that's looking at another woman outside of you, I gotta question what type of male, not a man, not a male, that you are giving your body to, your mind to, your
Okay.
heart to, and your soul to.
Okay, so I hear you, Mario, but let me answer with this, right? First of all, Um, so the reason why the older people who taught me that said that is because men are socialized to want more than one woman. And if you don't want all of that, then you need to make like I was taught you don't chase men because they know what they want. If they wanted you, they would talk to you, they would pursue you. That they like you chasing after them is you trying to make them do something that they don't want to do. When they saw you, if they wanted you, they'd have said something. Otherwise, you just out here being thirsty and being hot tailed and fast. That's what I was taught, right? So I get where you coming from, but the thing about that is it's not even about whether or not if the man if he's the one in charge and he's the one that's taking care of the household, you have to make sure he's motivated to want to provide a house for you. If he looks at you as just another woman that wants him and chases him, if he don't want you back, then what's gonna make him provide a household for you? Like, why should he? He don't have to. He don't even really liking you. And then even if he does, and then something else better come along, he's going to want to be like men are what I was taught. Men want to be where they want to be. Okay, so what that means is if you cool and everything for right now, then somebody show up and they are so much better than you, then that man is going to want to be over there, and men go after what they want, and so he's going to leave you. And so if the goal is for you to find a man that's going to stick with it through with you to the end, and he truly likes what you have to offer, then you need to let him choose you. That's where I'm coming from with that.
Well, I was gonna say this. I don't know if Mario's gonna respond to that. Mario, you gonna respond to it, or you done? Mario.
My bad. My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
What I was saying, Topaz, is okay. My bad. What I was saying, because I'm driving. What I was saying is, my man. Okay, take the generality off of it. I'm speaking to myself. I
Mm-hmm.
tell women that I meet, sex is important. Beauty is important to a man. My thoughts is looking at it like this: you have beauty, you have sex. What else can you provide to my mission to make your life easy, better for you? Because if you get the right man in your life, basically whatever a woman, not a female, a woman, whatever a woman wants in her life, I feel like she needs to hitch her wagon to a man that fits her program. Her program will fit into a man's program. She will win just supporting her man's mission.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what you're saying about a lot of dudes out here. Remember what I said? I said dudes, not man. A lot of dudes out here that in word says to himself that a dude that says to himself that in words that he's with a woman's he's with the woman and he loves a woman, he gonna provide and all that shit and ain't gonna cheat and all that shit. I'm saying a man, a woman needs to find a man, whatever her mission is and whatever her priorities and goals are, she needs to align her priorities and everything in line with a man whose goals and everything fits her shit. She needs to hitch her wagon onto his. I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if the man is a stand-up guy. I'm talking about stand-up dudes only, stand-up niggas, however you want to put it. I'm talking about stand-up niggas, not these
I
niggas
agree
that
with
lie.
I agree with the fact that men who are stand-up men, who have good morals, who are successful, they are driven and all of that. I agree with you that those men need to be rewarded. But here's the thing. So my question to you is, how far do you want women to go? Because see, that man still has wants and desires and he has options now. So you can put yourself, I think that as long as you put yourself in the area, he see you, he notice you or whatever, after that, if he don't choose you, he didn't choose you. You know, like you don't get to. I do not agree with women running up on men, throwing a box at him, hoping that on the back end he'll like her for something more than like that's just way extra, and it's you doing too much because the man already told you how he felt through his action and or inaction. So that's
So bad.
my opinion on that. If you do all of that
No,
extra stuff, then you got to understand if he leaves. You gonna have to know that
no,
you chose him. He didn't choose you.
Topaz, I agree with you on that.
Can I say
All I'm
something?
saying is the difference between a man and a male. I always specify that when I always give my opinion on stuff. A male just has the same parts as a man. That doesn't make him a man. Man requires being responsible for your family, for your wife, for your children, being accountable for your actions, and being responsible for the people that are around you. That's my definition of a man. And
Hmm.
remember, in our religious podcast, I told you about this. I said, as a woman, I would tell women not to mess with anybody if you believe in God that don't put God first. Don't ever
Right.
put up with a man that don't put God first, because that lets you know his foundation of belief. So you as a woman, you can always hold that nigga accountable. If he
Right.
fuck up,
It's
look,
somebody
pull
he
him
got
to
to
the
answer
side.
to above you. Somebody that's
There you
above
go.
him that he
There
got
you
to answer.
go. If
That,
you
and
see,
you know
there
what?
you
And we
go.
did. We outlined that, and I agree with that because I feel
Yep.
like if okay, you can't bring yourself to listen to me as a woman. That's cool. That ain't the natural order of things anyway, and that's a lot of responsibility for me that I don't want. So look, you can at least if you can behold yourself to a higher standard and a higher purpose with the Most High, then I ain't got to check up on you all of the time because that's the person that can see you everywhere.
Let me
Right.
say this.
And I'm a,
I
right.
have a
Hold on,
Go
real
perfect
ahead.
quick.
example.
Hold on, real
Go ahead.
quick. Well, I want to get let FBA goddess give her take on this, and then after that, we gonna go to the next topic. Okay.
And welcome full circle to the panel.
So you
Oh,
got
I
FBA
got one
goddess.
more thing I wanted to add on
Thank
before we move
you.
on, but
Thank,
you go ahead,
I hope I get a
FBA got
chance
it.
to speak. Just
Okay.
saying.
Yeah. Hold on one second. One second. So okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, we're gonna give it to FBA goddess. We're gonna let Brandon give his last thoughts on it. Then full circle. Then we're gonna go to the next topic.
All right.
You got FBA goddess.
All right, so I have an example of what you were just talking about. I was with a guy that was not actually for me. He was for me as far as my eyes was saying, as far as, that's what my eyes felt like I wanted. But that's not who God wanted me with. And a lot of times women, we look at and want a man for what we want him to look at, but God, he's gonna build that man the way he wants.
You went out, FBA goddess. You still there? You went out.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Here you
Start
now.
over. Start over. Yeah. Start over. Start over.
Oh, I was saying that I actually was with a guy that I was not supposed to be with. He was a street guy, whatever, nothing that I was used to being with, but I was with him and got in this relationship with him. And it ended up breaking me down. And so during that time, I don't know how this guy came into my life. I did not choose him. I'm going to say that because the man that I would have chose would be 6 foot or taller and 200 and some odd pounds or heavier. But this guy, he's not that built at all. But this is who God wanted me with because this is a God fearing man. And I always ask God to put a man into my life that was, a godly man. I wanted a godly spouse. And this man came into my life at the right time. I didn't choose him, and it's just like I always tell him, I feel like I'm in a dream because it took me this long to understand that you do not chase a man. A man is a hunter anyway. You don't chase a man. The man is going to come to who he wants to have. And this man that's in my life now, I don't.
Dang, you went out again, FBA guy. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on, but you went out again. FBA, you still there?
Yeah,
You
I'm
might.
here.
Okay, yeah, you went out again. I don't know what, like you be talking and then like when
I
you be
think
getting
in
to the
my
good part.
phone, when my phone goes out, it when it locks it do that. Oh, I'm sorry. What did
Okay.
you hear?
You was basically talking about how, the guy that you with now, that this is the guy that God put in your life, and you were saying that this isn't the guy that you chose, but this is a guy that you feel like suits you better than the last guy. Pretty much is like the last thing I remember you saying.
Yeah, because I was saying that too, is that it took me this long to figure out that, and understand that, this is the way it's supposed to be. Men are hunters and women are not supposed to be chasing a man. That's not the design. And so when I did not do it that way, God, has put a man in my life that does things for me that before I even ask. He knows what I want. I don't know. It's just it is something that I've never experienced and I cannot explain it. I want to pinch myself because God has put a man in my and this guy, other guy cheated on me. And you would think that I will be, like insecure and all that. I'm not because this is a different caliber man.
Third
That's
ward.
all.
Am I going next? I just want to ask. I'm just asking. Can I go
Hey,
next? 'Cause I know it's gonna get long
yeah,
winded
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, you got it. You got it, Brandon. I'll get to you next, bro. You got it. You got a full circle. Go ahead.
All right, so let me ask this, and this is to the black woman that was just speaking that God, and shout out to God, shout out to the Lord, shout out to Jehovah, Yahweh, all the good stuff. Just a question, all that good stuff. I noticed that the man is the one coming to the table, and as she mentioned, I agree with her, the men are hunters. But one thing, men and gentlemen alike, women included, on this chat, I'm gonna ask this question. Why is it, and the man just mentioned this earlier, something that he said, and I'm kind of missed it a little bit, but I'm gonna bring it back. Why is it where the men is always doing most of the things? And I'm gonna show you where I'm going with this. When it comes to legally like life insurance policies, it's always the man. I know we don't talk about that, but I've never heard the woman say, you know what? I put out a life insurance policy for the man that came into my life, the hunter in my life, the one that pursued me. I never hear this from the woman. Always see the man being the provider, coming in the woman's life, through the help of God, the Lord. But the woman never sits back and says, you know what, in return, I got something. I thought it was you're not saying that we're both equal. I thought it was an even playing field. I never hear this
Right.
from the woman. I never hear this from the woman. I have
You know,
never heard a woman content creator talk about saying, for that man that was brought up into my life on some coming to America, to my land and country,
can
I
I
did this in exchange. Please
can I
help me
answer
with
you?
that.
I would
I'm,
be I
I'm
would
ready
want
for you.
let me
Well,
answer you.
let me interject
Let me
5 seconds. I do on my channel. I do tell women that if you get a good man, that you have a responsibility to make sure that he is capable and don't get in the way and don't be annoying. So I do say that. But go ahead, y'all.
I'm going to answer to that as far as you saying why we don't. A lot of stuff is unspoken. I don't have to tell this man what I have. He knows what I can bring to the table because he sees it. I don't have to tell him, hey, I got a mule and 5 stones and whatever, and how many you got. He already knows what's going on in my life. You know,
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question
if we
again. Do
had
you have a
security
life
in order,
insurance policy? And
yes,
do you have a
I do.
life insurance policy? You didn't
Hey,
answer my question. I'm
full
sorry.
Yes,
I'm
circle.
I
sorry,
do.
sir.
Full circle, real quick, bro. I don't know
Yeah.
if you got your volume up real loud, but you kind of loud, bro.
Okay, sorry about that. But yeah.
He
So
just
that's
bringing
the
that
question.
energy, man. I
Sorry.
feel that
Let
energy,
me bring
man.
it down. That's
That's
the
good
that's
shit
the
he's saying
that's
though.
the answer that I wanted. If
I
yes
have a
or
life
no,
insurance
not what you
policy.
brought to the table, but if you had a life insurance
I
policy.
have
So
a
if you
life
have that,
insurance.
thank you. Okay.
Yes, I have a job, so I have a life insurance policy on myself more so than what the job gave me. Yes, I
Okay,
have
thank you. That's what I wanted to know. I appreciate that because I don't hear that a lot. I'll bring it down only because I'm driving, gentlemen. So I apologize. My voice is usually high pitched. That's what it's for. But like I said, I don't hear that a lot with women. When you say bring things to the table, that's vague. You know what I mean? That could be on any level. You know what I mean? But specifically when it comes to that, I don't hear that a lot from women. You know what I mean? Bringing to the table could be cooking, cleaning the house, watching the children. I'm talking about when it comes to like longevity, wealth,
But what
generational wealth,
woman
something
would
for the children.
understand
I'm
that
being
need though?
specific, and I don't hear that from women. I don't care if it's Nicole Michelle, and I'm not trying to be hype against you, a lady, sister. This is nothing against you, but I don't hear it across the board. I always hear the men what we supposed to do, how we done came into the picture, how we done pursued, how we done came and like the cavemen and hit the club over the woman's head and did what we had to do.
Hey,
But I never hear that woman
hey,
say, "This is what
hey,
I did for that
full
man
circle,
that came into
full circle.
my life."
Hey, sorry, I was gonna say this in the beginning. I don't think you saw the video where I posted. It was a brother. He was an NBA player, ex NBA player, and he's like 6'7" or something. He used to play for the Bucks and all that, but he got into a freak accident. Now he's paralyzed from the shoulder down. His wife now is playing a role of now being the leader, what the man do, being a provider and a protector. Because if it's noise downstairs, they in the bed, she has to now get the gun and go down there and check and protect her husband. So a lot of women and men do this too. We do want a feminine woman, we want a submissive woman, but we also gotta tell our women like, hey, it might be a time where, God forbid, this ever happened to me. Like I might be paralyzed myself. You got to now step in that role and protect the family now. And do
Yes, and
women
I,
really
and, I,
want to
and
take
I
that?
agree with you. And I agree with you while they're alive. But once he's dead, if he dies, get
If
what
he
I'm
dies,
saying? If he
exactly.
dies, then she has nothing. And I've seen too many times where women will be making that choice and at the
Yeah,
same time haven't put all their ducks in order and they're left with nothing. Then they're jumping around trying to look for that man that's going to compensate and should have done what they should have did with the man when they end up being
I
widows.
agree.
We don't handle
I
business
agree.
So
properly. It's a business,
how old are you?
exchange, but we don't literally
How old are you, full circle?
we literally do not handle business.
Hey, full circle, bro. You going in and out. I'm not sure if you in the
Yeah, your
bag.
mic
No,
going. Your
I'm
mic.
done.
You keep pushing the mic.
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
she
I'm
asked
done.
you, how old
Go
are
ahead,
you?
bro.
How old are you?
Oh,
Full circle. How old are you?
Real old. Old enough to know enough to have all my stuff in
well,
place. Let's put it like that.
let me say this.
Everything
So
in place.
let me say
Yeah.
this. So, Brandon, did you finish saying what you wanted to say? Your last statements on this topic, so we can go to the next topic, or did you still got something to say?
Oh no, yeah, that was just shout out to Cool Jen. He said it best. Just to wrap it up. Women love you when they respect you. If your woman don't respect you, she's not gonna love you like that, or at least long term. Because
I agree.
it's just a moment thing. It's just a moment thing. Whether you got all the money or you satisfy her in the bed, but you gotta have that respect. If she don't respect you, bro, and vice versa for women too. If he don't respect you, that relationship ain't gonna work out. So yeah, we can wrap it up and go to the next topic.
Okay. By the way, I agree with what Cool Jen said on that. I agree. But yeah, we can go to the next topic though. Topaz.
Topaz. Topaz.
I'm here. I got it now.
Yeah. We can go to the next topic.
Okay, so my topic is the moral high road, right? So I speak about that a lot, right, on my channel and on here. And the reason is because I personally feel like it has its advantages. A lot of the things that people complain about, I don't deal with in my life because I don't go down the path to even be on the road for that stuff to be an option in the first place, right? So what do all of these stories that we talked about here have in common? Somebody was using like women were using men for money. Men were using women for sex. When you do things with an ulterior motive that is personal and selfish, and you don't think about the greater good, the overall benefit, the big picture, that has, consequences that come along with it. And I am a proponent for choosing the high moral road, because you opt out of a lot of dumb stuff and you get into a lot of good stuff. You then develop a reputation for where you don't have to fight certain dumbass claims, because people already know that ain't part of who you are. That ain't part of what you're known for. That's not in your character. And then the people that are closest to you, they will see what you say and watch your actions. And if all of that lines up and it's on the moral high road, you don't even have, like, they'll start, protecting stuff from you. And that's kind of the life that I've been living. I'm on here. I do talk about none mode. I talk about, not doing certain stuff that I feel like leads people down the wrong path. But I do understand that people make mistakes. People may not have been taught something at first and they didn't know. But once you know, you now have a duty and a responsibility to not put yourself in certain predicaments. So I was on a stream, I think with Third a couple of days ago, and we were talking about like how people do you dirty. Look at these stories with Chet Hanks, right? The chick that was with him for what? Bragging rights and money. She get to go out there and tell people that she got a rich white dude paying all her bills. Quavo and Sweetie, right? Sweetie was out there bragging about all of the stuff, all of the Birkin bags that he bought her, and now they fighting in elevators. So my question to y'all is, do y'all get shut up, Brandon? Look, cap mode, whatever. The cap is no, it's a habit mode. Thank you very much for me being a nun. All right. And the reason why I say that is because I get to opt out of a lot of this dumb stuff that everybody's been going through. So my question to y'all, right? What do you expect when you are using somebody? If you're using somebody, right? This would be the woman who is all in a dude's face, gassing him up, trying to finesse him, getting money out of him, and then secretly with her friends, or maybe even on social media these days, she's bragging about how, oh girl, he bought me this, he did this for me. This is why I'm with him. Like she has to qualify being with this person for the things that he's buying for her. If you got to do all of that, if you don't want to be with the person, you shouldn't be taking gifts from them, because that's going to lead to you fighting in the elevator, trying to snatch back a Call of Duty game from somebody, almost getting closed on by the elevators. What was the other thing? It was another celebrity thing that happened recently, and I'm trying to remember what it is. But the bottom line to all of this, is money worth it? What should you expect if for men, when you're using a woman for sex? Why do you act so surprised when she then bust all the windows out your car and whatnot? And for women, if you're using a man for money, why are you so surprised that when you done, he put his hands on you? Have y'all ever been in that predicament? And would y'all be surprised, or do you feel like it's wrong for the other person to retaliate?
I haven't never been in that situation, so.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing, FBA goddess. And the reason. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you talking about like as far as somebody, taking some items from you, material stuff like that. Somebody taking some. You talking about relationships like that?
Yeah. Oh, and here's the example I was gonna give. So the girl from City Girls, right? One of them, was like she caught the dude in DMs with some other chick, right? And so the dude went out on a date with the girl, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm good." And then the next day, she uploaded a video of him whining and begging her back, and she was like, "Well, I sure need some crab legs," and he Uber Eats it over to her house. He wasn't even the one to bring it over there. She told him, don't come to his house, don't come to her house, and he had to Uber Eats her some crab legs for her to post on social media. Oh, I sure did get what I asked for. Not to mention all the other stuff that he's been buying her and spending money on her. And she don't want this dude. Like everybody else in social media land can see that she's using this man for money.
Right.
And
Right.
to prove something to other women about how sprung she got him, how she can make him jump through hoops, and he doing it.
She gonna mess around and be dead somewhere. Now that right there is, you don't do people like that.
FAB God has said something real right there.
Right.
That's a male, not a man.
You gonna mess around. You don't play with people like that because
That's a yeah.
no.
Well,
She's right.
and that's another thing. So Chet Hanks, he was arguing the dude talking about white boy summer. He was fighting or whatever with his woman, the Quavo and Sweetie situation. She was using him for money, and he's out here telling everybody how he really had his heart in it and how he feel like she betrayed him. And she is acting like, well, like he said that he spent a total of $2 million on her and however long they was together. And I'm like, how do you spend $2 million on a separate individual, not a business venture, not life expenses, not yourself, not your kids, a whole nother person? You have tricked off $2 million in gifts and
being a
stuff, and now you
being
trying
a
to send repos to go get the car you gave her. And I'm just like, all of that could have been avoided if
I
people
could
just
tell
deal
you
with people
how.
on the up and up.
I could tell you how being a old lead with your
A
wallet,
simp.
lead with your wallet first trick simping ass nigga. That's
He's a
how.
simp.
Exactly. FBI guys. I agree. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you lead with your wallet first instead of leading with your goddamn you as a person and
I don't
leading
want
with
no man like that.
and leading with some god and then that's the thing too. Instead of leading with your why don't you lead with some goddamn fucking sense? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you could tell, oh, dude ain't had no fucking sense. You spent $2 million on a chick. She didn't even appreciate it. And look at where you at now. Now she trying to get you caught up, on some damn DV type charges and shit. You know what I'm saying? When she was swinging off on you first in the video, but had people questioning you, had you looking like the goddamn abuser. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Just
man,
because
niggas
he's a
need to
man,
leave.
but that's
Nigga,
stupid.
no, it's true. I agree. But again, niggas need to lead with their goddamn common sense. And you know what I'm saying? Niggas need to quit with this lead with your wallet first. Because when you lead with your wallet, she gonna lead with your wallet. So, hey.
Yeah. Hey, I definitely agree with that, Third. And these dudes, like, I don't understand why they think, like I said, brought up on the other topic, why they think you could buy love. Like, if you're gonna have fun with the chick, buy a little something, then get you some, and late at night, just understand she don't love you. She love the material things. She love what you bring to the table as far as cars and jewelry and clothes. That's all she look at you as. So understand what she really wants you for, because once you lose it all, she gonna be ghost. She gonna be gone. And some of these
They
dudes
also
don't want to
want him to stand
accept that
beside
truth.
him, though. They risking that to have them to stand beside them.
I'm not laughing at you, FBA goddess. You saying some real stuff. I'm laughing because official came back on the panel and I already know where it's going. So here's my issue with this, right? You can have money, but when you see, this is what I don't like. Like, I have gotten flack for saying that I would not date a supremely rich dude. The reason is because that comes with the personality trait of I can buy and sell you, and I'm opposed to that. Right? I don't want all of that. And like Coolgen said in the chat, what happened to just being a Proverbs 31 woman where that way, and that's what I was speaking to earlier. In that, like, people want to talk about like Boaz and what's the girl name? Ruth? Whatever. The point is, she didn't go up there being all thirsty to him, like, hey, I'm single and I need you to I'm willing to give you some if you take care of me and my mother-in-law. No, she put herself in the surroundings. She was working on his land at first, and he just so happened to notice her and notice her personality. So you have to be a genuine woman that has a great personality. You have to be attractive, two, have a great personality, and then if the man is around you and he wants you, he will pursue you. You not doing all that extra work because that man know what he want. He know what he got time for. What if he don't have time for a girlfriend right now, but you pressuring him into a relationship, and then you gonna get mad at him when he not paying attention to you? What if he not done with his bachelor sowing his oats phase or whatever? You pressuring him, then you gonna get mad when he cheat on you. What if she is messed up in the head and got some other stuff that she trying to work out? You pressuring her, and now you mad when she's using you for money. You knew she was in a bad situation in the first place, and she needed money, and that's when you. Because here's my other issue: men that swoop in on women that are struggling, and then say, "Hey, I got all of this money. You trying to give me some or not?" So of course she don't like you. She was not in a predicament to where she was choosing a mate. She was in a survival predicament, and you provided money, so therefore that's what she likes. That's why she's with you. When she get on her feet, she gonna reevaluate life, and now you sitting here got a hope that she likes the fact that you did that. I had a dude that tried to play me like that once before. I was in college or whatever. He noticed that I wasn't spending as much as the other chicks in college, and so he came over there like, "Oh, well, I got this. I'll buy you this. I'll take care of this. I'll do this for you." And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I don't feel like dating. I literally said that sentence. I was like, I'm focused on something. I'm not in the mood to date or whatever. He was like, don't worry about it. I understand that. That's what's up. I respect that. I want to do it for you. Okay, so then when I take it, now if I don't want to come over at night and lay up in the bed with you, now you got an attitude? No, you don't get to be mad because I told you up front. So just so happened I didn't spend none of it, so I was able to give it back and be like, move out the way. But that's the reason why men show up and they offer money to a woman who is not in a predicament to be dating right now. Women show up and offer box to a dude that's not in a predicament to be dating right now. Men, y'all leave with y'all wallet. Women, you leave with sex, and then you get mad when you get used for it. And I'm just over it.
Hey, that's true. That's facts. Got some
It's a
add on
turn off for
official?
me to see when
Yeah, I
I'm
just
sorry.
wanted to say I ain't gonna be up here long, y'all. And with all due respect, Topaz, but we at the light skin delegation and at the fellas delegation of the Manosphere, we need you to pull out the Buick.
Just shut up, official. I knew you was gonna come up here with that. There ain't nobody pulling out the Buick, all right? I done
Man, I will
disconnected
take
the
it for a
battery.
test
It's
drive
it's
and
on a
keep it to
hiatus right
myself.
now because I'm in none mode. And official, you need to stop acting like this.
Nobody want to hear that none more bullshit.
Whatever.
That's
Cap
an
mode. That's
See, look
excuse
cap
to
at
be
mode.
angry.
look at you being a temptation right now. Official, you
I'm
need to
not a
stop being like
temptation.
that. The
I
Lord is
need a
not
haircut.
pleased.
Look at that. My hair done got curly overnight. See that? My shit done grew. No, but
I
on the real
see.
though,
Look at
Topaz, man. What
Hey,
need you
twin,
for?
you look like you finna go on your little R&B tour, bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta throw those little juices and berries in that thing. You feel me? But
Mm.
look, bro, look, we love Topaz, and I mean this with all due respect. I guarantee you, if you just did it and didn't tell us, we would notice the difference. You'll come back next week, you'll have a smile on your
Why
face.
did y'all act? Look,
You ain't
I
you ain't
am a
gonna have no
loud,
smoke for no
boisterous,
niggas
over the
about
top person
nothing.
anyway. Even if I was getting some, that ain't gonna stop none of this. I probably have more energy because I'm like, yes, somebody like this, so that ain't necessarily gonna solve what you think is gonna solve, official.
It
Whoa,
is. You're
whoa,
gonna
whoa,
come up here
whoa.
with a smile, you'll cam up and you're gonna be like, hi y'all, how y'all doing? We
See,
have a good show for you guys today. We're gonna be
what
talking
if
about
what if I got a big
satisfied
smile now,
women.
official? What if I'm laughing now?
I'm gonna be like, damn, what the hell wrong with your head? Why you cheesing so hard? The hell?
Right. Look,
I'm
Topaz, look.
teasing now. Like y'all
Now
don't get
look.
it. Like
Now
She
I'm
must
gonna be
hey,
giggly and all over. So
she
I'm a
must
goofy person.
she must got something waiting for her in the bedroom after she get out the stream. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
I
you know what I'm saying?
don't, but
So
I wouldn't
do you
mind,
do you
but
have any toys? You get down with the toys or you just
no,
bear
I don't
nothing?
believe in toys. I feel like that's dumb as
I,
hell. With all this foolishness out here, why the fuck am
we
I
gonna
just
say
sitting
that
up doing that
Hey,
shit by
we
myself?
say
hey
That's
we
that.
gonna say
stupid.
that for the
Say
regular
that,
TV
Topaz, 'cause I
after
don't
dark
know. I
stream.
ain't
This
Here
the
go,
Yeah,
say,
look,
we're
PG
we're
gonna
gonna
save
stream.
get a
This
that
the
for the
PG
Patreon and we're
OnlyFans.
stream.
gonna have
Okay,
all
save
the
it for the
after dark
OnlyFans.
shit.
Yeah. For Topaz OnlyFans. This
Ain't
PG
nobody
Yeah,
right
for the
doing
here.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans third. Now you need to stop all that.
Only fan.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, what y'all drinking on today? I done made a switch today. Y'all know I drink the tequila.
Yeah.
I got cognac today.
Oh, okay,
Damn.
I see you over there,
Well,
bro.
okay, so you
I
know
see
what?
you over there.
I got my cognac and my seltzer. Hold on. Cause
Hey,
this
I'm
is
drinking
my
I'm drinking
chaser.
cognac today. I'm trying to do something different.
hey, man. I got some new alcohol I'm trying right now. I'll turn the camera on. Crown and Peach. I'm not a sweet liquor drinker, but man, this shit so
Yeah,
goddamn
I
Peach
good,
like
man.
Crown?
flavored
Mine is
liquor.
just pour water.
What's that?
It's Peach
Okay,
Crown?
see, okay, so you're gonna be up here being all healthy, FBA goddess. We get that, all right. Look, we
And
over here
We
not
don't
being
want
healthy.
Crown
nobody
and
We eating
Peach.
healthy.
snacks.
We
I
don't
got
like
chocolate cake
healthy.
over there that I'm finna get into,
I
and I'm not
I want
sorry.
fat necks in big
Water
bags.
only. Water only, man. I got water.
It's a rare event when we see BL Cam up, bro.
I
We got
know,
that
look,
water.
that's us water right
Hey,
Hey,
I
here,
see you,
BB
Water
B.
only,
Hey, hold on.
man.
Let
Look
me
at
take my
him.
little drink. Let me take my little
Water
drinky
only,
drink.
man. That's all I'm drinking, man.
Let me put my
yeah.
pinky out while I'm drinking it, Dan. Let me
Hey,
put my
I ain't
pinky
gonna lie.
out.
Listen, we
I ain't
parties
gonna
over
lie.
here, okay? We
I
party,
ain't gonna
we
lie,
get it
twin.
started.
I ain't gonna lie, twin. I got a cold little brew in the fridge. I might drink it later. But yeah. But I mean, let
I
me.
was gonna get I was gonna get some tequila, but I've been telling Izzy, man, I'm gonna switch to cognac because I've been drinking tequila for 10 years, man, and like literally nothing else.
I'm
But see,
waiting.
this is the problem with that official, because tequila is meant for a party. You drinking it in the house, that's crazy. Drink some
That's
cognac
not
for a
all.
nightcap and go to bed, and then when you throwing a party, you do the tequila. Because with tequila,
That's not all it's made
tequila
for.
embodies the YOLO spirit. You can't just drink tequila and sit down somewhere.
That's not all it's
Look,
made for.
look,
But I
what
ain't
we
gonna get into
need to
that though.
I
embody
know
that YOLO
it's
spirit
YOLO. Like,
is we
fuck
need
it,
that
why
nun
not?
mode to
Yeah.
embody the YOLO spirit. Throw the vag on the crap table one time and hope you don't get nothing.
I'm waiting.
Bitch, you always
I'm
trying to get
waiting.
somebody to pull out the beer. Ain't nobody doing all of that. It's 2021.
I
I am
want you to
behaving
get.
myself
You
like
need to
a
get
young
nutted
lady.
in.
Hey, this the PG-13 stream, bro. We go do the after night stream.
I'll be
One of these
quiet.
nights. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
quiet. I'm gonna
we
be
taking
good.
a
I just came to talk
Patreon,
a
and
little
then we
shit.
gonna do
I'm
the
gonna drop
after
back
dark.
down.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm really waiting to get just lit on my birthday. My birthday coming up in like about another month and a half. So I'm just waiting, to the end again. Because I'm not like an everyday drinker like that. I drink on occasions, you know what I'm saying? But when I do drink,
Right.
I do get like a little lit with it though. So yeah. But if I was gonna get my take on this whole topic though, I'd say this. To Topez's point, both men and women got to stop using each other for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to, like, now I will say this: if you want to, if y'all cool with whatever little arrangement y'all got, if the dude got an arrangement where, he paying for it, which I don't necessarily endorse or agree with, and she willing to give it up for the payment, then hey, who am I to tell them, they wrong for that? If that's the agreement that they made and they, cool with it and they sticking to it, then hey, they can abide by it, then hey, do y'all, you know what I'm saying? We grown out here. But my thing is this, the whole, I'm gonna use you for this and and you gonna use me for that. Like, we gotta stop doing that shit, because that shit, don't amount to anything in the long run. And then, like Tope said, when feelings get involved and motherfuckers get to feeling some kind of way and shit like that, then the shit could turn real ugly and turn real sour. You know what I'm saying? So people got to
We
stop with
all
that shit.
know. Look, bro, men are gonna use women. Women are gonna use men. We just get used for different things. Now, I might have a girl saved in my phone as Big Booty Judy. Topaz might have a nigga saved in her phone as free food. Everybody getting used.
I do not have nobody saved in my phone as free food, because
Well,
I
I will
firmly
say
believe
this.
that men are more than food and
I will
bed.
say this to your point, Twin. I do think that is a reality of the life that we live in, or the current state that we living in right now. But I do think there are people out here that you could link up with that don't want to use you, or you probably don't want to. You just want to hook up with them on some genuine shit. I do think there are people like that now.
Bro, that's easy for us to say. Look at how we look.
I'm not even just saying that, bro. I'm not even saying that for that. But
Look,
I'm
we
saying,
and you can find that shit all day, but James Kills ain't gonna find that.
hey, bro. Hey,
Oh,
don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
wow,
Hey, chill,
really
bro. Hey.
official.
I know you
My
little
bad. I
turn, bro.
apologize.
Yeah,
I
chill, bro.
apologize.
Chill,
James is
bro.
my
Chill,
bro. I
bro.
apologize.
Yeah, chill, bro. Chill. Nah,
I apologize. That's on me.
Wow,
Put it on me. I apologize. I'm
hey,
drinking. I'm
hey.
drinking.
Look,
Yeah,
Watermelon.
Bishop be doing the most.
yeah. Just chill out a little bit, bro. But nah, let me
I
say this.
apologize. It's the clean channel. Look,
Yeah,
accept my humble apology. But this is what I'm saying. Everybody can't find that, bro. It's niggas out here that just finding somebody to just like them for them. It's too much to ask. Sometimes.
Well, no, whoa,
It ain't too much to ask if they ask the right woman. The problem is they be shooting for the moon and refuse to land amongst the stars.
Hey,
Like, you may not get the highest value woman. You can shoot for a 10, but if you're in a
Hey,
room
thank you,
full of
Topaz.
10
That's where I was
through
finna go
7
with it.
and you shoot at a 10 and you get a 7, you need to be happy if
That's
you a
what.
5.
Hey, you know what? That's see, you went exactly. That's the direction I was gonna go. The only part I disagree with you on, Twin, is that and this goes to men and women, because I'm gonna be fair about it. There are, to the people out here who can't just get women to like them or men to like them for them, initially, there are people out here who will genuinely like you for you. But here's the thing: a lot of times, like Tope said, these people don't want to they don't want to, they don't want to accept what the people that will accept them for them, you know what I'm saying? Because she don't look a certain way, he don't look a certain way, he may not be a certain height, she might not, her ass may not be fat enough or whatever. And it's like, bro, it's like you gotta choose what you got, what you can work through. Now, if you can find some way to, like I said, if you gotta do the whole tricking thing, bro, which I don't endorse, but if that's what you gotta do to kind of go higher up, If that's what you got to go higher up, for the woman that you really want or desire, then hey, do what you got to do, but just don't complain about it after you do it. That's all I'm saying. But hold on,
And the last thing I'm gonna say for right now, and I'm gonna let y'all have it, is that here's the thing. I'm 5'10". You know how many men that are taller than me and fine only want chicks that are 5'3"? I gotta accept that. I gotta deal with that. I gotta be okay with that.
Topaz, knock it off, man. Look, Topaz, you need to knock that shit off. Cause I guarantee, look, I know a bunch of 5'3" dudes who would knock you down. So
Exactly.
don't act like
Okay, so if I
don't
have to
act
date
like
a
your
dude that's
height is an
5'3"
impediment.
and he treating me right,
Niggas like
I'm
them
gonna have to deal with that.
stallions.
I'm gonna deal with it.
I'm gonna get me a stool and I'm gonna stand on that motherfucker.
over here.
Hey,
you know
y'all
what?
ain't
Men
shit.
act
Hey,
like that. Like they will walk up to you and be like, "Damn, you tall." Like that's an opening line. That shit get annoying. Be creative. Don't be short and boring.
hold on, let's get Mr. Research up in here because he came in
My
a little
bad, I'm
early.
going mute.
Yeah, let's get Mr. Research up in here. What's going on, Mr. Research?
What's cracking, man? What's cracking?
Not much, man. Appreciate you for coming through.
Man, I was moving in the car. The StreamYard wasn't working with me earlier. Let me just say a couple of quick things. To what Topaz and Official was just chopping it up on, we are the only community where women have this height standard. If you go to these Latins, these gorgeous Latin women are with these little shrivel up, hairy chest Latin men and think nothing of it. They just want a good man. If you go over to the Polish community, German community, all of them, they don't really care about this whole height thing. The only one who's really focused on it is the American woman. You go over to England, they ain't really tripping off of it like that.
Mr. Research.
Let
me support you real quick.
Let me rock real quick, love.
I'm
Okay, and then I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna support your standard, your statement just now.
So here's the thing. This is what I tell everybody who's a fan of mine and people that I counsel. All women go left. The day dudes stop tripping off women and start walking past them, women will start paying attention to who got real value and who don't. You got too many dudes trying to cheerlead chicks. That's half of the problem, man. Go ahead and walk past them. If they ain't trying to jump into your circle, then guess what? Her daughter's going to try to jump into your circle. It happens every time. Or one of her friends is going to try to jump into the circle. The other thing I was going to say earlier when y'all was talking about Chet. So we really got to talk about that violence aspect, about how you sat up here and brought 3 dudes with gats into the dude's pad to pick up some shit, and then you end up striking him to some way, somehow, and he end up bleeding. He say you had a knife in your hand. You say it wasn't no knife. Okay, whatever. But this is the problem that we have. We got this problem. The black community got 5 more years before these Latins and Pakistanis take over. And then we're done.
They did say 2030. Well, so what I wanted to support Mr. Research in real quick. You are right. Other cultures don't have this height thing. Because here's the thing. I could meet a short dude, let's say he 5'5", right? And here's my problem with that is then they want to lead with the fact that, we'll have some basketball star babies. Nigga, I'm not athletic. So if they get my height, they're going to get my height wasted because I'm not athletic, all right? So that's not cute. Don't walk up to me with that. Pick something else. Just be a normal person, right? But even if I was to date him and find him okay to deal with, I've dated, my son's dad is 5'9" and I'm 5'10", right? And he used to love for me to wear heels. He was like, fuck it, I wish a nigga would. So now he gotta argue with the community when they sit around, and because black people got this thing about how we feel like we supposed to shoot the dozens all the time. Everything ain't a fucking cookout. If we out having a good time and we on a date or whatever, and he wanted me to wear some shoes that might make me taller than him because he likes that, it ain't your motherfucking place to come over there and talk about some, oh, damn, you ain't scared that she taller than you? Boy, I climbed that tree. She pretty. It's okay for her. Nobody ain't asked you none of that.
How tall
So
of hill
now
we
we got to
talking
listen
about?
to that bullshit. And when you could just sit over there and eat your damn food and shut up.
Topaz, how tall of a hill we talking about here? We talking about some church flats, or we talking
No,
about
we talking about the big girl shoes, 4 inches and better.
Not no kitten heel.
But that's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of our a lot of dudes. Period. I used to date a chick from WNBA. I'm 5'10". She's 6'4". She put the heels on. She was 6'6". Dudes out at the spot in Atlanta talk about how you do that. I said, man, I'm just me. Now here's the whole thing. My homeboys look better than me, got more bread than me, all that. But my conversation is a monster. I don't care what a woman thinks about me. I don't care if a woman thinks I'm cute, la da la da la. It's a benefit for you to come into my circle. That's how we got to start looking at this whole thing. My last point: we as urban people, man, I don't know where we're going right now because we're so confrontational. Just like you said, Topaz, we so confrontational, and we just don't know. Look at the former black community, the black community where it used to be dominated by blacks, light skinned blacks, dark skinned blacks. They all gone. And now those communities are taken. Oh, those communities were built by black folks, and now that is the infrastructure is being taken over by the failures of Cleveland, the failures of Wisconsin. All these white places that failed and wouldn't let blacks get in, now they've come over to take over black people's stuff. And where are black people going? Oh, there's a house 45 minutes away from my job. I'm gonna drive all the way out there so I can look nice to my friends. At the end of the day, we playing ourselves, man. That's all I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
agree with that, big
and let me
dog.
say this before everybody go, right? And that's my issue, is that let people be with who they want to be. Here's another thing. There are men that like women on the thicker side. It ain't nobody business about what that man like and what he want. Like, let him be happy with the person that he chose. You have no idea what she's doing for him on the back end. You have no idea why he finds that woman attractive. Leave him alone. That's his experiences, his thoughts. He can want what he want. Why is it up to you to tell that man what he's supposed to have? Because he's supposed, like, here's, and my issue with the person that y'all mentioned in the chat is because this person is speaking for all men that have money, apparently, right? And here's my problem with that. What about if you meet a man who makes money and he feels like, I don't want this type of chick that you're describing. I want something else. I can get what I want. That's why I got my money. I made this money. But he's sitting around being the gatekeeper to who gets the men with money. And I'm like, how you gonna tell these men what they could have? These are grown men that can want what they want. You have no idea why they like what they like. Let them have it. As long as it ain't messing with your life, and as long as the person that they chose ain't messing up their life, your only opposition should be she's going to mess up your brand. Not because I got to bring a wife up here that y'all like, that y'all would high five me for, because that's that man that's not living for himself. He's living for his social group. I thought we was done with that in high school. When you grown, you shouldn't have to bring a woman or a man to a party that other people would high five you for. Because what if you don't like them? Then that's a person that's gonna get cheated on anyway.
I mean, cheating ain't the worst thing
Arranged
in the
marriage is the
world.
only
It's
thing
really
you can
not.
do. Arranged marriage will save everything. Arranged marriage. That's it.
Nah, I don't want my family and my business like that. Yeah, you got to marry this chick from this family. Nah, fuck that. Because I don't want I don't like my mama telling me what to do now. And I definitely don't want to tell me who I should or shouldn't marry. Fuck that. Now, that might be the best thing for us as a whole. But as for me, fuck what my mama think about who I should be with.
I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I know I be giving away too much of my life on here, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Who gonna check me, right? So my daughter's father, my husband, ex-husband, right? He was handpicked by my mother because she liked the fact that he gave a fuck about what she had to say. And I was like, okay, well, if you listening to her, that's who you need to be fucking. I don't want to have to let you touch me if you so worried about what she got to say. How about what I'm saying? Because I don't agree with everything. Like how her life choices, I don't agree with all her life choices. I'm trying to do some things better than her. And so he was cool with it because she co-signed a lot of the shit that he wanted. And his family was against it. And I agreed with his family. So my issue with that is I don't want my mama telling me who I'm supposed to be dating. I would much rather get my father's approval. But guess what? She act like that hurt her feelings. So when you get the whole community involved in your fucking choices of people, like I'm never gonna say okay to that. I wouldn't
I was
mind
saying the
arranged
father.
marriages if the community had a better like a better attitude about things.
Yeah, I was saying the father made the choice. That's the
Right.
main person to make that choice for you.
Right. Okay. So now that I can agree with because I like my dad's opinion on stuff. So him, I feel like he would have chose somebody that I would have cared about. But like when you have to involve the whole community, no. Because see, I disagree with a whole lot of stuff in the black community. I disagree with women who want to choose men because of the type of shoes they got on, because of the car they driving. That don't mean shit. You could rent a car. You could borrow your homeboy shoes. That don't mean nothing. So, like, to me, I don't want the whole community involved.
Well, I'm gonna say this because there was a time where when I was going to this church and there was this Fijian family. They was trying to arrange a marriage with my son, right? Now my son, really, really handsome boy. I mean, this motherfucker handsome, right? But the girl, she was real pretty as well, and she come from a really good family. They was Fijian, they was different, but it was a good family. And she wanted to arrange a marriage with my son. I said we should do it. Why not? And she was like, well, it's not who he wants to be with. And oh my God, and what if he chooses somebody different? I'm like, where is he going to meet a virgin as a grown woman?
Yep.
True.
Facts.
I said that he should do it. So while I'm over here talking shit about me, I was actually trying to convince my son's mother to allow her to arrange a marriage with this Fijian woman because I thought that the family that she was going to be coming from was better than whatever fucking family he was going to meet in high school any damn way. So I actually honestly thought it was a good idea, but it didn't work out like that. But I thought it was a good idea.
What did the son say?
He was 4. He couldn't. What does it matter?
Goddamn.
Damn, you said 4. God damn, I think it's 18-year-old or something.
Yeah,
arranged marriages.
16.
Arranged marriages start real early.
I remember that. Yeah.
When they tried to arrange the marriage, the baby was like 2 or 3, and he was about 4.
Oh my gosh, what?
Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to arrange families to do business with families. That's really the whole thing.
And then you raise the kid, like from the ages of 4 and 2, you raise them to know this is what you're getting ready to accept as an adult. So like it gets you ahead. So I get it. I just forgot. I forgot that they do that so early. You know, I don't know what I was thinking.
No, he was 4. She had a problem with it. She was like, no, because he's a man. He might not want that girl and this and that and bullshit. But it's like, where is he going to find a family like this in high school? Where is he going to find a girl that was raised just to be with him? Why not? Look, I say do it.
And if
it's a good family, do it.
And you guys got to understand, these families are our managers, our bosses, our business owners. These families, most of the time, they're the ones who are telling us what to do and when to punch in at work. That's just what it is.
Look, I was gonna let him do it. Now my son is 16 now, and I don't know whatever happened to that girl, but I would have felt better knowing that he had that in his back pocket.
And he would thank you later. Like when he's in his 30s and he got a woman that literally her foundation of thought is about including you. You know, like she's never had any desire to be on her own and all of that shit. Like he would thank you later. The problem is, I think as a culture, we lean too much on letting people do whatever they want to do. We always get told, stay out of everybody's business, that kind of stuff. And I feel like it has its place, but certain things, when it affects all of us, who you marry does affect the entire culture, because that means if y'all not happy, y'all both gonna be out here married as F and then bringing single people into your BS. So like it does affect us.
That's true.
I think for me, some of us are getting afraid of dealing with some of the women from the urban experience. I mean, I know some dudes still want to have sex, but for those of us who want to try to do some lineage and really do something beyond busting, it's almost like why even go down that route with an American if the end result is always 80% of this nonsense. And even if I'm not the dude out here cheating and skeeting, I don't want to have to go through all this where your girlfriends have more precedent in your ear than I do. I'd rather go deal with one of these others and not have to deal with none of that.
I disagree with that, man. I need a woman that got access to a Walgreens in a feminine hygiene aisle. I can't be fucking with no dirty foot hut hoe.
Hey, you got to train her, man. You got to train her how to use that for them products, man. Them soap and all that. So bring them over to America. You get it right.
But how many men want to know that in order to be able to train their girlfriend or their wife for that? Most men want to avoid that.
That's how desperate we are for feminine submission.
But Topaz, that's what leadership is. That's what leadership is, though, Topaz. You got to train your chick.
Hey, real talk, Mrs. Researcher.
Well, this is what I want to say about that. Look, if you want to go overseas and you want to outsource the production of your woman, look, if that's what makes you happy, I'm all for it. this is the manosphere, and whatever a man wants to do to brighten up his life, I'm all for it. But this is my thing, right? Like,
except the strip club, except for the strip club.
I mean, look, bro. If you want to go overseas and get you a woman, do it. I just don't agree with the tricking aspect of it. Like, I don't want no overseas chick that's fucking with me because it's the good thing to do for her family. At least in America, when I'm fucking with a chick, she fuck with me because she's fucking with me.
That's not true.
And I just happen to appreciate that. I mean, look, it may not be true in all cases, but I'm saying, like, if a chick in America is fucking with you, it's because she fuck with you usually. Of course, we got finessers and things of that nature. But I'm saying, I'd rather have a gold digger over a visa digger.
Okay, I dig that. I dig that. Well, here's my little rebuttal to that. I mean, everybody do what you want to do, but if you get a chick, you need to have a plan for this chick anyway. You need to have a reason why she's even in your circle. Got to be more than just busting on her chest. So, a lot of these dudes, they get these visa chicks, and within 5 years, they own 5 or 6 houses, and then they done split up by on the 15th or the 20th year. While some of us say, "Oh, we ain't gonna do that." We go through 5 baby mamas. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me be generous. 2 baby mamas and a bunch of drama, and then we hit our 40s and we still ain't developed nothing. So you got to understand, a lot of the visa chicks is here so the dude can do what he do while she learns Spanish and runs his online business for the Spanish customers. Dudes have a reason why they get with some of these overseas chicks. It ain't just about some, but I do agree. I do agree. Some dudes is out there paying for chicks, and that's ridiculous.
Okay, so Mr. Research, so let me ask this. So what I'm hearing is that it's better to get with a chick that'll help you build up like a bunch of wealth, even if you have to split it in half, than to be with a chick that may not be down to help you build up any wealth, but when you divorce her, she ain't expecting nothing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Damn right, man.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out. I just wanted to make sure.
No, I wanted to say this because you got motherfuckers like Jeff Bezos in the game, right? Everybody's like, "Oh, Jeff Bezos is a simp. He got for $40 billion." But what they didn't say about that.
He got so much money. The $40 million to him ain't the same as it is to us.
No, $40 billion.
Oh, $40 billion ain't the same to him.
Hold on. Listen, though, that's what I'm trying to say. Jeff Bezos divorced his chick, and yes, he gave her $40 billion. But another thing that she did was she sold him all the stock that she had in Amazon for pennies on the dollar. So he actually made money after getting divorced because he bought that stock for pennies on the dollar. He made money by getting divorced.
And actually, that $40 billion that he had to cough up to her in the divorce, he didn't already made that back over, a bunch of times.
He made that last year.
Yeah, so
I mean, in the buying back of the stock that is finna go skyrocketing, like he made that in the divorce.
So it's almost it's almost like he didn't even lose the money. I mean, he lost it, but he got it right back though. So I mean,
right? He bought the stock back. She still got her billions. He bought the stock back. He didn't made the money back. So it's like giving her that $40 billion. He actually got more money now than when he started the divorce proceedings. Facts. So it's like at the end of the day, people talk all this. She's gonna take care of your shit. I'd rather have something have to take.
See, here's the thing, because he's not missing that 40 million. That 40 billion. The 40 billion that he gave her in cash, the stock that she gave him for pennies on a dollar was way more than that 40 billion. So therefore he lost nothing, literally. He literally ended that marriage making money. Because what if, like, let's say it was an investor that he wanted to buy them out of their stock, right? He would hand them that check and then he gets all of the proceeds from the stock that he gets back. Like this is when broke people don't understand that. So he not tripping on that $40 billion. That's our problem.
Then we gotta look at it like this. So now that she's probably the richest woman in the world, right? By him giving her $40 billion, and now that he's no longer a married man, and even though he made the money back that he gave her, now you got to look at it like this: she got all that money, but who's she gonna be with all that money? Because she not gonna be able to, because she ain't gonna want to date down a dude that got less than her. Then it ain't too many people, probably men, let alone a woman, that got more money than her. So it's like she got money and she could live her best life being single, but she still want
She
to
already got married. She married a
She already
science
got married.
teacher.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh wow, okay. Well, hey,
She
you
married a
know,
science
A
teacher.
bottom shelf, a bottom shelf bread, man.
if she,
She married a bottom shelf bread.
hey, hold on, if she happy with that, if she happy with them, the more power to her. More power to her if she happy with that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But this my thing though. The reason why I don't feel too bad for him because he cheated on old girl. He cheated on Shawty. So if she would have cheated and got that 40 billion,
Brandon, whose
I would have
side are
been
you
mad,
on?
man. Oh, come on. Hey, official, man. Hey, I'm talking about marriage, man. You can't cheat on your wife, man. You can't do that.
Man, what is cheating?
Hey, official, get out of there, bro. Get to the chopper, bro.
Breaking a contract is you not having any fucking
I
morals.
hey, man.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about no girlfriend.
Don't do that.
I ain't talking about no
He's with
girlfriend,
the woman
boyfriend.
that he cheated on her with.
Look,
Yeah,
you getting
facts.
$40 billion, he deserves some side. He deserves some side.
Hey man, you know what?
Now
Hey,
you
that'll
gotta
be.
never have no
Hey,
time.
that'll
Now he
be.
can just have it as the entree if he wants to, because she out the way.
Hey,
She like my 40 million.
Hey, that'll have to be a topic for another day, official. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start to shut it down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give everybody give our final thoughts because actually, if I'm not mistaken, Topaz, don't you got a show you finna do in about another
Yeah,
30,
we're gonna be
45
talking
minutes?
about men in the music industry.
Okay, so for
I'm gonna pull up to that one. I can speak
so
on
for
it.
everybody
Yeah.
that's in the chat, everybody watching, hey, come on over to Topaz Presents channel. When you going live? About another 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
I think it's at 8, so like another hour from now.
Okay, so
I'm gonna see if I can drop the what you call it in the chat.
yeah,
The link.
drop the link. Yeah, so probably in about another hour, y'all come over to Topaz Presents channel. You know, she'll be going live. You know, y'all definitely come through
And
support.
BL and Third, can y'all drop y'all channel link in here too? Because people need to
Okay.
sub to y'all too.
Okay, all right. But yeah, y'all definitely come through. But we're gonna let the ladies go first. FBA got us. You got it. Any closing thoughts you want to give out before we close out?
No, not really. I just want to let y'all know, thank you for letting me be a part of your panel tonight, and I appreciate you giving me the mic to be able to speak. Thank you so much.
No problem.
We appreciate
No
you
problem.
coming up.
And I see I think this is your second time over here. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
don't be
it
a
is.
stranger. You can come over here whenever you want. So, and you know, you always, you know, come here on some respectful stuff. So appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, I totally agree, Darth Lowe. I totally agree. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this too. I also agree with Darth. Hey, do me a favor, Topaz. Highlight that comment right above that he got above bronze dip and sun kiss. Darth Lowe.
Okay.
Where he says,
Oh.
man, yeah, nah, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. Oh, hell nah. I'm not, man, no nigga below me. I ain't doing that. Hell nah. You know, that ain't gonna never happen. So, hey, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought you were talking about when he said Topaz channel name too damn long.
No, that too.
I
That
already
too.
had to
That
put in
too.
my channel name earlier today, and
That
I'm
too.
not afraid to do it
Right.
again.
That
All I
too.
put is Topaz Presents. That's all I put. Then I find it.
Exactly, and it pops up. Y'all ain't gotta act like that. The
Wait,
name has a
it's another
reason.
girl though. It's another girl named Topaz. So I was like, damn, that's Topaz
Brandon,
too.
I know, and I knew that before you did. And so once you found it, I was like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I type Topaz and Neo, and it pops up just fine.
See, exactly. Y'all need to stop being like that. Stop being lazy and use y'all fingers and type. It's cool. It's all right. You know, and then when you in the chat and I'm in there, you ain't even got to type all of that, and it'll just auto populate. So y'all need to stop being like that.
Mr. Research, bro, what you got for us, man? Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, so I was watching Topaz show, and there was some people on there. They was pro computers, and there was no rebuttal people over there. They was just trying to sell Topaz a bunch of garbage. So I'm here in
And
San
Mr. Research
Francisco.
did not let that go down, and he did a response.
And so I just want to say this, Topaz, they are not no driverless cars out here. And like my man Complex said, I can't stand with people. Let me just make money. You see, that's it. People just want to. They don't care what gets destroyed. Right now, this part of my last comment. Right now, in San Francisco, the Uber and Lyft ride share is more expensive than what the taxis used to be. Right now. So what was the whole point of technology? What was the whole point? Now we got people who don't work for a taxi company. They ain't got no benefits. They got to do their own benefits because of Prop 22. And They driving around and not even making no money because there's too many people in the system. So we are slowly destroying ourselves. And I guarantee when we do, For the Record TV in 2025, it's going to be less black people in power, and less black people working. But the slums of the homelessness will have majority of the black people. Y'all playing, arguing with each other. You better start sticking together because they are.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
Big facts. Appreciate you, Mr. Research, coming through. Always
And
dropping
that's
some
why,
knowledge.
and that's why I do the streams that I do, is because it has a purpose. I'm not just saying this to hear myself talk. I'm not saying it for my health. I'm saying it because it matters for real if y'all paying attention.
Facts. So appreciate you, Mr. Research, always coming through, dropping some knowledge, man. Appreciate it. So Official, bro, what you got for us, twin?
No, I just wanted to say thank you guys for having me up. You guys are some of my favorite people. I just wish y'all had your own channels on the regular. I gotta wait for the Saturday, but I appreciate y'all having me up. I love the conversation, and I'm glad that you guys don't take me seriously. And I have a good time. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. Thank you.
Right on,
Yeah,
man.
let
Right
me
on.
answer this from Official. Thank you, Official. Let me answer this. Here's the thing, right? We not on here begging for donations. We not on here bullying our subs because we have a day job that pays our bills, and we bring this to y'all because we care and we want to. So the minute that we take off and we able to get money out of this, we'll be in it. We'll be in here every day for y'all.
I
But we
will say
can't
this
right now.
though. I will say this though. You right. We ain't begging for donations. You know what I'm saying? We don't need.
They nice though. They
We
nice.
don't. Yeah. We don't need donations.
Exactly.
We don't need
We
donations to
appreciate
pay.
y'all. We love y'all.
Hey,
We don't need donations to pay our bills. We got jobs for that. But I will say this though. Let's keep it real. Y'all niggas know y'all be supporting that bullshit, that garbage, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be supporting niggas arguing back and forth with each other, pumping their chest, all that bullshit. Why don't y'all support some real shit? Support some real content where it ain't no drama, it ain't no, effery. Well, we be having effery sometimes,
little bit.
just a little bit.
It's fun
Yeah, just a
effery.
little.
Nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, it's fun effery, but it's all respectable. We respect each other. We
Hey, what's the
respect each other's
cash app?
opinion.
Right.
Hey, hold on. I'll drop it in there, bro. I'll drop it in there. But yeah, y'all go on ahead, support some real shit. Family. We had like a family vibe over here where it's kind of like a cookout. You can enjoy yourself. Everybody got an opinion, and nobody got to get attacked or called out of their name. So support some real shit for a change, man. I promise y'all won't regret it. But you know what I'm saying, that part. But I just dropped it, Official, bro. I don't know if you can see. I just dropped it. You still there, twin?
I got it, bro. I got it, bro.
Okay, yeah. So y'all, like I said, y'all support some real shit, man, for a change. Could always supporting that WWE, WWF bullshit.
It's all
Right,
scripted.
like
It's all
black
scripted.
people, we love each other. We don't want to fight. We don't want to argue. We just want to love. That's it.
Yeah. So so Brandon, bro, you got anything, bro? You want to say anything when we get out of here?
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming through, man, showing love, coming up here and giving their thoughts on subjects or topics. So I definitely appreciate y'all, man.
Okay, hey Brandon, bro, what you do? You look like you camped out finna scope out finna rob a nigga or something. You watching your ops or something?
No, he don't look like he
I'm
finna
get
rob
somebody,
nobody. He
man.
got his hair braided. He finna pull up on
I'm
something.
gonna get somebody, man. No, I'm on a $40. Hey, I'm on a $40 nation right now. Mission real quick, man.
Get the Brandon. No, we're not doing. No,
Brandon say he on hoodie and ski mask season right now.
Yeah,
no,
man.
he better not.
Yeah, I
No,
got the hoodie.
Brandon.
Shout out to Trayvon. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. We on our hoodie shit, man.
You ain't
know
see
what?
it.
And if
You ain't
listen,
see it.
no.
Hey, by the way, bro, that North Face.
No.
By the way, bro, that North Face hoodie hard as fuck, bro. That North
right
Face
on,
hoodie
man.
hard. Yeah.
Hey, right on, man.
But yeah,
Look
nah.
at Brandon all cammed up. I'm proud of you because you need to stop being so secretive. You need to come out here and let the women see you, Brandon.
Hey,
You need to stop acting like that.
Hey, I would have took the mask off. Official was like, man, niggas doxing his kids, man. That shit wrong, man. That shit was
You
wrong,
ain't
man.
even got no kids though.
I got nieces and nephews, man. I gotta protect them. Shit.
He said kids. He didn't say nieces and nephews.
I'm talking about me, my nieces and nephews, my family, my family. But that shit wrong though. How people be doing that shit, man. We
Right,
don't
listen, I
support
don't give
that.
a fuck because you can dox me, but whoever's stupid enough to take that bait gonna be upset and they're gonna be mad at you for giving it to them when they pull up here. I promise.
That's right.
Like it's a game.
Right.
Yeah, so anyway, we appreciate y'all for coming out. We definitely will catch y'all next week on the next stream. And once again, appreciate all the love, support. And like I said, in about another hour, y'all come on over to Topaz Presents channel. You know, she'll be doing a live stream. You know, another dope discussion. So y'all come on through.
And y'all gonna be shocked at who the special guest is who came up to talk about men in the music. So if we got any music industry people out there, any aspiring, any people that just like it and are a fan of men in the music industry, it's gonna be another section of my Black Women Choosing, because I want to do all different types of career fields, and so what to expect if you're gonna date a man in that career field. So this is number 2 with men in the music industry.
Who that special guy, Rollo? You got Rollo coming up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Brandon, first of all, Rollo is tomorrow.
Talk about it.
He asked why you got the noise. Rollo is tomorrow, and we're gonna be talking about men who travel. But today is a special guest, and y'all got to show up to see.
Hey, Twin, did you see the link to the Cash App? Because I put it in there.
I did, but I did, bro. But I tried to type it. It's not showing. It's not like I typed the third word Colombian, the dollar sign, and
just
it's not showing up.
Just click the
Hey,
link.
he got COLO. He spelled it weird. COLO.
Oh, I got it. Let me try that.
Yeah,
I had to learn that too at first, because I was
why you spell it like that anyway, Third? Why you spell it like that?
That's how you spell it, bro.
Oh, it popped right up. I got it.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. That's how y'all. That's two different Columbias. Columbia, South America, Columbia, and South Carolina, Columbia. That's two different Columbias, bro.
Okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah. See, or you can just click the link in there, bro, in the chat, bro. You ain't got to type it. You just click the link. Okay.
Yeah, I just sent a little something for the collection plate. Not a lot.
Appreciate you, bro. No, it's cool, bro. We appreciate
everything. It means you
we appreciate every little bit, bro. So appreciate you. Shout out to Official the Cash App.
Hey, Dane said they took DMX off life support and reported that he's breathing on his own. So, but he's still in trouble though. So. I guess that's pretty good news.
Shout out to DMX. Condolences to his family. Hopefully he pulled through this. If not, hey man, at least the Most High got him. But yeah, man, hopefully he get a speedy recovery. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, DMX, man, that's my favorite rapper, man. X, Face, Beans, like them is like my top 3, man. So I hope X pulled through, man. That Dog in Hell is hot, man. That shit get me through.
Like me with an anger, because Beans too. He's angry as fuck too.
Yeah,
I fuck with Beans, Space, and what you call it? DMX is my favorite rapper.
These like yelling ass men.
Yeah. So, but all right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We definitely catch y'all later on tonight on Topaz channel about another hour. So y'all come on through.
Actually, it's 30 minutes. I didn't know.
Okay. 30 minutes then. Y'all go get y'all something to eat. Go take y'all a little bathroom break. Y'all come on through.
All right. Bye, everybody.
All right. Peace.
Peace.